Hello everyone and welcome back to Nush and Doza. Today we're going to be continuing our grand adventure in what, Nush?
Spider-Man, the city that never sleeps.
Correct. It is never sleeping. I don't know why. I still haven't figured out why. I guess because all the crime happens at night.
Funnily enough, we have not slept through the night at all this week.
Correct.
We have been, it's been like hours here, a nap there kind of situation, and I'm just, we need a definite reset. And hey Pika, first one here tonight. What's good with you? Happy Friday.
Good evening. How's it going? So let's see, where did we leave off? Black
we
Cat
left
blew
off
up.
with this.
Yeah, we left off with this. We have the screwball mission, and I have to not get seen, and I have to take it down all the guys. All the guys here, and if I get seen even once, I fail. And the whole time I'm being yelled at by somebody who's not my favorite person.
And hey Mako and Ninjatron, welcome back guys. Waiting for the new Fortnite season still. When does that start?
Is that when like Korra and all that are coming?
I think that's already, well, that was announced, right? I don't
Yep.
know if it's already in or not. I'm not really sure how all that works. Saw Hyper's post this morning about it, just super excited. And hey, Box Boy, who else crashing in chat? So speaking of crashing, our game crashed over I want to say a dozen times yesterday. But Doza did a thing. What did you do?
I honestly, there was something, and I was like, oh, I really hope that's not it. And so it was, it came down to really just uninstalling and reinstalling. So I already have tested this, like reloading the mission, because that seems to be what causes it the most, reloading a mission.
And nothing's crashed so far.
Yeah, it's
so
been over
fingers
a dozen
crossed.
times.
Yeah.
Been over a dozen loads, so yeah, fingers crossed.
For every dozen crash yesterday, today we tested it a dozen times to make sure we're good.
Yep.
So let's hope it stays that way. And that's crazy. They delayed the Fortnite season by like 15 hours now. It was supposed to come out at 7 this morning.
Really?
Or even 3 in the morning, apparently. Like, who knows? But like, did they give y'all a reason as to why it was delayed?
Yeah, what's going on with that?
Yeah, it goes down for downtime at 3 and starts at 7. Gotcha. Yeah, I know, the only game that has stuff like that we kind of play really is Overwatch. And every Tuesday, if there's updates or patches or whatever, that's when they have maintenance. Tuesday mornings, like early in the morning.
Yeah.
Nope, apparently it sucks. No, there's no update from them at all. It's kind of just like playing the waiting game. You guys are just in limbo, like, when's it gonna drop? Keep refreshing.
Is that what's going on?
And Cassandra, no worries. Welcome back. I hope you've been, managing life and trying to get enough rest where you can. I totally feel the tiredness. This week and the start of March has been pretty crazy. Just so much going on, even on our end. We haven't slept through, I said this at the beginning of the stream, but we have not slept through the entire night, this entire week.
Yeah.
It's just been such a wonky schedule. We definitely feel the tiredness. I even was it was time to set up for a stream, and I was like, I'm just gonna rest my eyes for 15 minutes, and then I'll wake up and drink some tea. And so that's how it's been.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think I've just been anxious with a lot of the workload that we've been having lately. So I haven't been sleeping properly, and then of course Doza, if I wake up, if I'm gonna work or do whatever, Doza gets up with me. So we've both been on this crazy schedule. But we've managed. We've gone through the week. We are feeling hopeful for next week. That's all we can do, right? Take it day by day. And yes, we did hear, it is a sad day, Maku. No. We did hear about that. William as well. Welcome back. Yeah. We actually, I noticed it. I was the one who noticed it first last night.
Yeah.
We were watching the State of the Union that was happening here in the United States with President Joe Biden, and it was during that I don't usually use Twitter, but sometimes to get reactions and stuff of things, especially live events, I like to go see what's trending. And I noticed that was trending and that he had passed away. Toriyama, very sad news. The outpour of obviously so much love from across the world today for him, for all of his creations. He lived a phenomenal life.
Yeah, I mean, he changed fiction as a landscape as a whole, not just anime. I mean, his work was so influential, and I don't know, it's surreal. I can't. When there was only one set of footprints, he's way too young. He's way too young, and I don't really know where we go from here, because that That's a void.
There have been some reports about how he had like unfinished works in progress. I don't know what's going to happen with that. At this time, it's really just kind of reflecting on his life and like what he's done for the world, right?
Yeah.
Just appreciating it. It is extremely sad, though. I remember seeing it and like telling Doza, and Doza's face was just shook. Like a lot of you, like William. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, more blood to you than your actual family. That's hard.
I mean, I've had all day to think about this, and I'm still at a loss for words.
It's recent. I mean, like they announced it, I think, yesterday, even though it actually happened on March 1st. So imagine what they were going through to even put out a message.
Well,
like those close to him.
Yeah, I mean, it is as big as it is. I know that for me, like, it was so influential, like, to my development, especially with like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Is like, this is something positive that glorifies like self-development and improvement, which, you know, was not in large supply at the time. And
yeah.
I don't know, like,
totally understand trying not to be too down about it either.
Yeah.
Boxway said, had no father figure, so I looked up to Goku. Toriyama's death actually stings. Yeah, it's seeing all of the outpour of love has been comforting in a way, because so many people, like, you know, tragic events obviously bring people together, and this is definitely a tragedy in many ways, but I think he's lived a phenomenal life to where he's created so much that, and inspired and touched so many lives positively. Like, it's, you know, and I'm sure to some level he knew of his contributions to society, right?
Yeah.
He knew that he made this impact, and hopefully, like, he was able to pass peacefully. I think he had some kind of, I forgot specifically the issue that he had, but
it was like a pulmonary embolism or something like that.
I don't remember, but we read it last night.
Yeah, it's something to do with the brain. It's
yeah,
pretty brutal sounding.
So close to perfection.
And yeah, Kirby, we were just talking. I assume we were talking about the same thing because you were the one who actually posted it in Discord.
My fans deserve so much better than that.
Jeez, I guess I just really needed to like chill
Let it
out.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I through all that, I finished that really annoying mission. So
Hey, you actually did it first try. You were struggling with that yesterday, so good job,
it was
Doza.
second. There's only like a 3-minute timer, but I was
couldn't tell.
close the first time too. Yeah, I think all the crashing yesterday like really got under my skin, and it was probably a little obvious. I'm glad we're through it now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Not liking what I hear in her voice. I gotta make time for Yuri after this. She gives me a lot of grief, but I can't let her down. Let me see if I can pick up the police comms channels.
Well, I guess that was the rule, Kirby. Natural causes. Yeah. I don't really do well with internal. Like, I've talked about this a couple times on stream, but when it comes to, like, people passing away of natural causes, when it's, like, internal, I don't know, it irks me more, because it's, like, it's like the true nothing could have been done.
This.
Yeah, nothing could have prevented this. Like, there's no, like, we only get so many calling cards for like health issues. So like, if there's ever anything that anybody like has or that is worried about, like, go get checked, please.
Not for long.
It's so important to like keep up with that, even if things feel great.
Yeah, and also it's kind of a reminder that life is short. You never
Very.
know. Like, it doesn't matter what age you are, what your health ailments are, or lack thereof. If you feel perfectly fine, you never know what's going to happen. So definitely tell those to you that you love, that are close to you, that they are loved, and spend each day, like, you know, to the fullest if you possibly can. I think so many of us, like, weigh down on, like, the day-to-day and don't really appreciate life for what it is until it's gone. And not necessarily ourselves, but when you have, like, lost, like, someone you really looked up to or were inspired by, or family member or loved one, what have you.
There.
Yeah.
That should get things moving again.
I think the what
And
was,
Ninja Tron, you are not an idiot.
no.
we all have idiotic moments, if you will.
Yeah.
Or moments of idiocy. I don't know what the right like way to say
No, I
that
think
is.
that's pretty good.
Yeah,
I think that's basically what it is.
Hammerheads men get their hands
You're
on
great.
samples
Don't
on
worry.
time.
As far as the Taylor song, I want to say "Shake It Off." I think I need a shake off this week to Pika. Like, the lack of, not even lack of sleep, it's just like all over the place. And then work's been kind of crazy. Happy International Women's Day to all the women out there. That's happening today. We actually had multiple clients with multiple videos like in honor of celebrating and commemorating this day. So all of that is now posted and done, and it felt really good to have that off our plate.
You're telling me.
Yeah, it's usually a pretty big time, like with Women's History Month. We do, work with a lot of, women, especially like me, from, wanting to do a lot of like women empowerment and stuff. So it's been a long day in that sense too. And yes, happy Girlies Day, Uber. Welcome back. It's pretty cool that we get a day.
It's great, isn't it?
It really is.
We should have more of those days.
We should. Or we could just have equal pay and equal rights and control over our body and other things. Yeah.
That's probably better.
More than just a celebratory day. Let's get some
sometimes these like
goodness.
Specific days and whatnot kind of feels like the pizza party of the corporate world,
Like Pi Day, where you can get pizza deals later this month.
Or your corporation can get a pizza deal for your company and spend even less money on improving work culture and pay
whatnot.
And benefits.
Yeah. Ooh, nice. Food truck came to your place. Food is always good and comforting. We had some, we made it at home, but it was some basic like pasta. It was like rotini pasta with arrabbiata sauce, but we like to add a little bit of heavy cream to it to make it more of like a pink sauce than like a red sauce. And then we had some spicy air fried salmon to go with that. Mm-hmm. So it was a nice chill dinner.
Even more,
on our end.
I like chill dinners. I also like going hard for dinner as well. Like, that's pretty great.
We almost ordered food.
Yeah.
And we were like, nah, let's wait. Like, yeah, we're tired, but we can like whip up some pasta or whatever. Maybe we'll order like this weekend perhaps, but who knows? There's potentially a family gathering thingy tomorrow that we haven't gotten any detail. Like, we got details like a week or two ago about it. And then we heard nothing about the actual time of day this is happening tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we're kind of like playing limbo with like what's happening tomorrow. And then we're also hanging out with some friends tomorrow evening online, but still like kind of a couple hours blocked off for that. So got to keep that social battery up.
It's hard to, but I think we can do it.
Yeah. Corporate advocacy, advertising, I don't know. Oh wait, yeah. And hey Shane, how are you doing? Everyone talks about food trucks, but nobody talks about food cars. I mean, I love a good meal eating in a car. We don't have a car anymore though, so we haven't eaten in a car in quite a while.
I think, right. The whole thing that we used to do, like, whenever we'd get the car washed, we'd grab a couple of snackies and we would eat them in the car
while the car is getting washed. Yeah, it was such a vibe. And then I remember even like early, like on, after our long distance part, when I came back to San Antonio, I would come bring you lunch at work. Because I didn't have a job yet.
Yeah.
Because I had only come back from, like, for you. And then when I came back, I would bring you lunch and we would sit in the car eating it for your lunch break. So we spent plenty of meals in our car.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah.
That's probably part of why it was so hard to let go.
Also, cars do hold less food. It's also, like, there's that trope in, like, movies sometimes of, like, people selling food out of their, like, trunk of their car.
Oh,
and it's always, like, shady.
Yeah,
right?
Nothing not shady comes out of a trunk. I don't know.
Yeah. Food trucks just, have more space, can cook more. I do like that concept of food trucks and like being able to take your place of business wherever you want to go. That's nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
I actually watch, those people who like live in their their home is their van or their like big car or whatever, and they like drive around everywhere. I watched some of those videos where they're actually building like their dream vans and stuff, and I'm just like, I'm never gonna do this, but I'm learning so much.
Yeah.
I like my space. And hey, Surf Corp, welcome back. How are you doing? Happy Friday.
Oh, oops. I looked at chat for a second.
You mean like vegetables and fruit, or like ready to eat food? And sometimes ready to eat food. Usually like the movies, when they do like the shadiness, it's like I'm selling like a full-on meal out of my trunk of my car, you know, kind of thing. There's also like the people who do like I've got, you know, like bootleg whatever, and like it's usually, I don't know, they make it seem like you go to this alleyway. You know the references. I don't know an exact movie, but it happens. I think maybe the start of Rush Hour, because we were talking about that earlier this week.
Oh, yeah, that's
there's like
right.
someone trying to sell like goods out of his car, like, and they're trying to track whatever, like that.
Maybe it's a bit shady, yeah.
Yeah. Surprise vibe check. How is everyone doing? I feel like everyone's kind of all over the place today from all the conversations so far here in just like the first not even 15 minutes.
No, I would say so. I mean,
Yeah.
it's been kind of intense, huh?
I mean, this week was the start of a new month. Super Tuesday happened. The State of the Union happened. Beloved people have passed away. What else? It's Mario Day is this weekend on the 10th. It's also the Oscars this weekend. It's also springing forward for like the daylight savings, at least here in the United States.
No.
Though I learned that Arizona doesn't change their time at all, like the state of Arizona. Like, I don't understand why.
They haven't
but
figured out?
Apparently. I learned that this morning, and I was like, they're one of two states that don't. I forget that. I think the other one was Hawaii or Alaska or something like that. I don't remember.
I'm not sure.
When they said there's two states that don't, I assumed Hawaii and Alaska both, but nah, it's like Arizona is one of them. Just realized you remember whoever gifted me. It was our game crashed like dozens of times, and it was just super weird. And Kessler, being the legend that he is, like to your comment there, he not only gifted 5 memberships, but also like donated and was just lifting our spirits towards the end there as everything was going down. It was very, very sweet of him. We're super appreciative.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. Like, just out of nowhere. I don't know.
Yeah. I found my first genuinely hidden Persona 5 collectible 45 hours in the game.
Sure. Wow, how many are there?
That's a long time in to find your first, unless like these are super rare or something. It was actually hidden very well. And yeah, Arizona is part of like smack dab America and like also continental US. So I was very, again, surprised to learn that.
Were you?
Yeah. Because I know like they're
Just
trying to make like,
breakfast, you know.
they're trying to do that whole like making the entire United States like the same with all of that. I don't know. We'll
I
see
don't know what the
happens.
downside is. So as much as I've talked with great what's the word? Enthusiasm for a unified time code for basically the world. I don't know what the negative ramifications are. I only know the positives, which is everybody's on the same time, and that sounds pretty neat.
And Shane, have you been to Arizona? Like, why do you say it's a little quirky? I don't know much about the state, to be honest. I've driven through it a couple times. Never actually to go there, like, for a purpose, though.
I don't think I've ever been. At least not on
Neither has
purpose
Shane.
either. Yeah.
And yeah, Sir Toriyama's death has been the talk of today and yesterday since the announcement went down.
I'll handle it.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, it's been big. I don't know, you know how, like, people say deaths come in threes?
Ooh, let's not talk about that.
Well, I'm bracing myself.
Yeah, it makes you think and wonder for sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
But, you know, you just gotta process those feelings and see what best you can do. Remember, like, obviously remembering him for all that he's done, for you know, so many things, culture, society, not just like entertainment.
Of course, and I also like to think of like what would a particular character do like with a similar kind of news for them.
Yeah.
Because that usually ends up being a positive thing.
Like I wonder how Goku's feeling right now.
Yeah, exactly.
And no worries about having the conversation again. Like it happens. I mean, it is big news.
Long time no see.
I feel like. I mean, obviously, I never really watched Dragon Ball, but I know how influential it has been. But with Doza, like, he's definitely been processing those feels, like, all day. This is probably the most we've actually talked about it since last night when we saw it.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because you just look in any direction and you see the influence there, right? And so it's like, you can't really get away from it. Not that you necessarily want to. Everybody mourns differently. So...
What would Joker from Smash Bros. Do right now? Tell a knock-knock joke.
Yeah, but yeah, you tell a knock-knock joke and then you end it with like a frown. Like this kind of situation where Joker would actually frown. There's like tiny bits of humanity that Joker does display from time to time. I think Joker really respects, regardless of like if you're a good guy or bad guy, he certainly respects somebody who's made an influence, right? So
Yeah.
that's kind of what I think would happen.
So what is your objective here?
I have to stop these guys before they deliver like bad stuff to people.
Okay.
Curbside service.
I just forget how to do these little segments, but it's literally just move to the side, hit square, done. Like, there's not a whole lot of thought. I'm overthinking it.
Gotcha. Goku's just gonna get him back with the Dragon Balls.
We'll see. I think that you can't use that on people who pass away from natural causes, which checks out because every time the Dragon Balls are used, it's to like bring people back, revive people who have been like
Injured
like
greatly.
killed
Oh,
by
okay.
like bad guys. It's okay, Nush. We'll watch it someday, and then you'll know.
Here I am trying to guess.
Distracting me from Hammerhead's
But yeah, like a
rage.
planet will get
Need to
blown
get
up,
Yuri.
right? And all the people there will die, and then they'll be like, well, now we gotta collect the Dragon Balls and wish them all back.
Thought all the Sable tech was out
But
of
it's
there.
never like, but like there was this one character,
Yuri sounds okay.
who does pass away from like old age,
I know
and
she's
he's
tough,
kind of integral
but
to
everyone has
Dragon
a
Balls
breaking
even
point.
existing, and he passes away, so the Dragon Balls like can't even be used, except for another version of Dragon Balls, except that they can't use that either because, well, passed away natural causes. So...
Hey, Fry. How are you doing today? How are things going in the Spider-Man DLC? We're making progress.
Yeah, I would say so. How do you think things are going, Fry? Curious what your take
Or
is.
rather, how are things going with you? That might be easier to answer. Just fight the Joker with the IRS. I may be crazy enough to take on Batman, but the IRS, no thank you, says Joker. I have to remember
I feel
that
like
the
that's a
Joker in
thing.
Smash is not like the Joker.
Oh my
Batman.
god, yeah. Whoa. You went on that you went on that slight like
So sorry, Yuri. I should've
yield
been here.
to the Joker, like the Batman Joker, and I just followed you.
Yeah.
Well,
It was a Smash Joker.
Even
I just said
still,
knock knock joke because anyone with the Joker would be like able to tell a joke, right?
I think for me it's like I would want Joker in Smash so badly that I don't even remember or realize that there is a Joker in Smash from Persona.
So Batman's in multiverses.
Yeah, and
Yuri, we need
That's
to work together.
basically
the
that
Joker in it?
Smash.
I think he's also in it. Yeah, I guess. I guess that's kind of
Remember,
similar.
they posted that tweet recently.
That's true. They
Something
did tweet.
could happen.
This cannot possibly end well.
Batman, check out my persona. That reminds me of like, I don't know, for some reason I got JoJo vibes. Like, Batman, check out my stand,
Now they have
Batman.
screwed this up. Wait, Yuri, look.
Another show I haven't seen.
I need
Oh,
to
we know
find Hammerhead
references
before she
to.
does. But how?
And
Yeah.
hey, Twinkle Toes. That is some some energy coming in there today. Everyone's favorite person.
I can respect that energy.
I like it, yeah.
While I wait, I should hit the streets. See what else Hammerhead's men are up to.
I guess I'll stop the people here because it's got the Hammerhead logo. Or can we gonna do some espionage? Hey, by the way, what is the next suit I should wear today?
Yeah, what would you guys like? My favorite one is if you go down.
Mhm.
Down.
This one?
No, down.
This one?
Yeah, that's my favorite.
The comic book one?
Yeah.
Okay, well we're gonna wear this until y'all
Well, Ninjatron said the
respond.
suit, which basically means this one.
The suit.
Yeah.
Advanced suit, classic suit, damaged.
No, the suit, like the one
classic
that I
suit
just.
repaired.
Yeah, no, the comic, the one. Yeah. Uber says the negative suit.
We just
So that's
wore
that
that.
one. Can we change the suit mod to Web Blossom, says Kirby?
Oh yeah,
Maybe
sure.
that'll
Let's
help you
do
out.
that. I have still failing on activating my web power, suit power, whatever. Which one's web blossom?
No worries, Fry. I hope all is going well in your world. Definitely
Ooh, that looks
rest
cool.
up for tomorrow. And we appreciate you stopping by.
We really do. Yes, thank you. Okay. So we're gonna go with this for right now. If you want to see the the negative suit in action, a big chunk of Wednesday's stream was the
Apparently,
negative suit.
Fry can also play Spider-Man now.
MJ,
What?
His cousin has a PS4 with Spider-Man on it.
Quick, catch up, play alongside.
He has something to do tomorrow. He needs his rest.
yeah, place is locked
I don't know how much of the story you have to get through to get to the DLC. Did I already
Does
bug
the
the game?
PS4
No, I'm okay,
version
I'm okay.
even have it already? You have to get it separately.
Oh
don't
yeah, you do have to get it separately. Why can't I move? This is so awkward. What the heck?
And no worries, Shane. We totally get it. Like, you know, life happens. Everyone's life is so different. Schedules are there. Priorities are there. We appreciate when you can be here, but no worries at all. Web Blossom can end fights in like 5 seconds if done well. How does Doza do well? Is this like when you cook
I'm gonna
a steak?
try.
I'm just kidding. You don't want it done well, do you?
I prefer my medium, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, medium rare if I can help it.
Some people like don't know how to cook medium rare properly though.
No, and if you can't,
It's better to be on the
that's
safer
okay.
side.
Yeah, I guess. I have no problem like throwing a hunk of meat back into the pan. Like I'm not that much of a stickler for it. Like, oh, if it needs a little more time, then I'll just, all right, I'll just do that. I don't like to dry it out, so sometimes I'll just put something in the oven, whether it's like chicken, etc., etc.
We finally invested in some nicer like pots and pans and stuff, like pretty recently.
Yeah.
Earlier this year, like holiday season kind of thing. Well, we didn't buy it till January because we were waiting for the Costco deal. Anyways, they can go in the oven as well as stovetop, and all of these other things are really nice, and it's been great. And good night, Fry.
Good night, Fry. Have fun with Spider-Man.
He's not gonna do that.
I can't wait for your lore dump on Spider-Man.
And I'm happy to hear that you've gotten pretty good progress on your game, Shane. That's awesome.
Very nice.
Do you want to tell us more about it? Like what kind of progress you've been making specifically?
Or are you gonna keep it a secret?
Under wraps is fine too, as some game developers do. We understand. I mean, look at Fortnite. They said they're going to release something today, and then 15 hours later, nothing.
Yeah, true.
And hey, Bullseye, how you doing?
Good evening. Welcome back.
Otto's got an 18. Is that feet or inches? That can't be 18 feet. That's crazy.
That's a lot of
18
feet.
inches Spider-Man action figure that he stood up on his toy chest. He's staring at me. I'm feeling a little unnerved. That's really funny.
This warehouse to distribute Hammerhead's handmade crafts.
Looks like I got caught. Oh, that took 2 punches to the face. I thought they could only attack 1 time. What is this? Oh my god. Can I web blossom?
And yeah, our globs are Spider-Man. Or it's like spider globs.
Oh my god.
I even have a bow. And the little like part in the middle of the bow is actually a spider itself, which I think is pretty cool.
That's
Thanks
awesome.
for noticing.
Yeah, it is
Twinkle
awesome.
Toes.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. That feels good.
I believe Cora is coming to Fortnite today, I thought. Or the announcement was made today. And Hyper is the one who was hyping that up, if you will, today. Inumaku, yeah, I mean, I'm sorry for you and others that are, you know, struggling with the passing. It's a hard thing to navigate. Any loss, any grieving, like it's gonna take time, and it's only been about less than 24 hours since we've all found out publicly, right?
Yeah.
Imagine what they've gone through again, like not telling us since March 1st.
It's
It's hard.
I don't know how you like hold on to that, but I guess, you know,
You have to let them process things too, and also like how do you write that message so eloquently or anything, you know?
I don't know.
It's difficult.
Specialized armor will fit over your formal wear.
Oh my gosh, why is this game so hard right now?
Welcome back, Makoto Yuki.
Oh, who's that?
Makoto Yuki died on 3.5 in Persona, and Fortnite got leaked on 3.5. He is being reincarnated.
It's a stop on Hammerhead's
Oh, okay, well that is a string of things to connect.
And congratulations on your video blowing up last night, Twinkle Toes.
Very nice.
It feels like a dream, but it's reality, so enjoy the heck out of it. What video was it? If you'd like to share.
What was it about?
So Shane said he basically has every core feature for the player finish, just need to focus on bosses, menus, and whatnot. That is some progress. Way to go, Shane.
Wonderful. I thought he was gonna kill him. Oh, thank
Blowing
goodness.
up, that's not good. Who put explicitly video? I think you know what they meant, Ninjatron. That's funny. It was just a random meme avatar video. Nice. Well, it goes on brand with your channel, Twinkle Toes.
It would appear so.
And Kate, that rumor is correct. We are playing Spider-Man.
The rumor come out. Whoa.
I think it's Spider-Man, but yes.
Spider-Man, my favorite superhero.
As far as like allowing to shout out others, I mean, yes, there does come a point when it becomes like advertising or like promotional, like self-promo type situations, which is not okay. But if you want to talk about something that you like, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I need to get all these guys grouped up.
Spider-Man, like it's a last name. Oh, gotcha. Happy International Women's Day to you, Kate. I hope you're having a lovely Friday.
Oh, why is my...
And to all the other women that are watching right now as well. I said it earlier, but just want to make sure like everyone hears it. You're gonna draw Angel Goku to honor Toriyama. Circle, I didn't know you were an artist as well. That's awesome. That's a great way to do a little tribute to him.
Absolutely.
We've seen a lot of fan art and outpouring of like just messages from so many people today, and reading it, all of it was it's a beautiful testament to who he was and how much of an impact he has made. It's okay. So I'm not saying like, okay, whether you're good or bad or whatever your opinion may be about your art, you're drawing something, you're an artist.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is what I meant. And the only way to get gooder or better at art is by practicing and doing it more, right?
Exactly. I don't really believe in the whole aspiring thing. Unless it's like aspiring to be a professional. That's the only way I'll accept that.
What is even professional these days?
I imagine... I don't know. Because previously I would say, like, if you got paid for it. Like, if you did this for money, then that would qualify as professional. But I guess you could be really good and do a lot of, like,
Is professional
stuff.
necessarily mean being paid for it, though? Because there's plenty of artists who just want to do art for art's sake and not necessarily... I would call them professionals even if they're not getting paid for it or even if they're not selling it.
What would you call somebody who gets paid to, like, do a service?
An artist who also... Or wait,
Well,
a service?
it doesn't have to be an artist.
Oh.
Like, just anybody, like, an expert? I
Well,
don't know. Because, yeah, see?
I mean...
Maybe money doesn't have to be part of the equation at all.
That's what I was going to say. Like, anyone can... You don't have to be an expert to charge for your services.
No, absolutely not. Whoa! Ouch.
You know, it's a beautiful day to watch videos about politicians wanting to take our rights away, to stay informed so we can hopefully change the future and our present for betterment of women and everyone for generations to come, if at all possible. I know the State of the Union last night was... I don't know how many of y'all watched it, but it was a trip.
It was.
And then the Republic response to it was a trip as well.
It was.
Lots of great acting skills.
There were.
With the Oscars this weekend, you know?
I saw something in response that I thought was pretty funny, and it's like, oh, can't wait for the SNL skit on this stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, that seems like the perfect... Yes, the perfect use case for an SNL skit.
I hope Hammerhead hasn't gotten into it yet.
There's a lot of, like, particles coming off of this
Twinkle
suit.
says, what are you drawing right now while watching stream? Is it something Avatar related, perhaps?
Perhaps putting together another meme.
Foxboy says, I will never be aspiring because that implies I would care about judgment. Well said, Boxboy.
If that's how you feel about it, then yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
If it's a job, it's a profession, so I guess. I like the part where... By God.
Oop, that's not what I'm looking for.
My favorite part about State of the Unions is the expressions of the Speaker of the House and like behind by like it's in a way it's kind of entertaining to see that. There's also someone
My eyes were glued to the guy on the right.
the Speaker.
Sure.
Doza.
There
There was also
everybody's
someone
name.
in the audience. Like, did y'all see like the cane? They would like put their cane up to cheer, and like you'd see the cane on the right hand side of the screen constantly coming. I was like, I want to know who has that cane.
I don't think I ever found out.
I never caught on to who it was, but it was really funny to just see a cane constantly being waved. What is everyone's thoughts about multiverses coming back? I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. I hope it comes back and actually does make a stronger impact, right?
We need
like,
more platform fighters. We need more competition.
and we need more people to play them.
How
you know?
has the SpongeBob game been doing? The second
Nickelodeon
one?
Brawl?
Yeah, that.
I have no clue. I
Can I
don't
just
think
kick
it's
this
doing that
open?
good.
I haven't heard anything at all, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's just my algorithm hurting me, or maybe it's something worse.
Also, Twinkle Toes is drawing Azula. Nice.
Very nice.
She's one of the funnest characters in media to draw, in Twinkle Toes'
There's a
opinion.
frickin-
She's a looker, and I like her a lot.
I'm excited for
gotta get
the
in
live
there.
action season 2. I really hope we get more Azula.
I'm also glad no one lost an eye, Kate. It was just funny to see a cane. I don't know. I just picture I don't know, just the funniest. Like, you don't see a cane at least I don't see a cane every day, so it was like amusing to me. Peak is actually sketching right now
Oh my
for his next ceramics project. Very cool.
Ceramics. That's a medium I've never worked with.
I did it once, not for school or anything, just as like for fun.
You just had some ceramic lying around.
No, like I
What do you got for me?
did a thing.
I don't know.
Like pottery and things like that too.
There's something else. An encrypted file.
We need to put the State of the Union at like 20x speed and put the Benny Hill theme over it. I wonder what that will look like.
Thank you. I'll see what I can get
They
out of
should
this
do that
file.
for when they have filibusters, right? Did I use that term correctly?
What do you think a filibuster is?
When they
Wait.
make things
Keyword
take
check has
longer
something.
to like run
Oh.
out of time.
Okay.
I think that's what it is. I could be wrong. Government was not my strongest subject in
Need to
school.
hurry. Get there before the
SpongeBob
police.
game dropped
See what I
off,
can
but
learn.
it is still said that it is super good. Well, there you go.
Dang, then I guess it's is it marketing maybe? Did it not get good enough marketing? I felt like I heard a lot more about the first one than the second.
Bullseye, I like how short this one is. Okay, you're not in a relationship for 100 mil, would you? You know.
No.
No.
Because that puts a price on our relationship, and the relationship's priceless.
Aww.
Yeah, like what would I even do with 100 mil? I'd buy all the games I'd want, and what? Never get around to playing them?
Is that really all you would
Gotta get
do?
before the police.
That's my
That's your
initial
first,
reaction.
yeah.
Like I guess I could get fancy. I don't know. I can drive on the moon in a Lamborghini while playing games, but I don't really care about Lamborghinis, and driving on the moon doesn't interest
I
me
feel like
either.
it'd be really expensive to take a Lamborghini to the moon.
So yeah, it'd be the one thing I do, I guess.
Sure, sure.
Did all this. Yuri.
Wow, she like
Never
really
seen
mad.
Yuri lose control like this.
Does she have powers?
Thank you, Kirby, for
is that?
teaching everyone about a filibuster.
Spider-Bot.
Doza's like, I'm gonna go read.
Can't believe
I'm
you
gonna learn
survived
today.
all this, little buddy.
Let's see. Yep, I was right. They basically stall like Jigglypuff in Melee.
Call from Vinny.
Poor Jigglypuff.
Hello?
Yep, so much hate on such a little character.
Campaign mode in All-Star Brawl is really annoying, and I could go on a whole rant about it, Twinkle Toe says.
There's a campaign mode.
Is that like a
Fighting
story
games-
mode or no?
Basically,
Yeah.
a lot of fighting game campaigns are like made up scenarios as to why two characters would fight, and then those characters fight, and then you just kind of move on to the next.
And Boxwell, I would think we could all do that. $100 million, but you cannot eat wood chips for 16 seconds. Like, it's already been 16 seconds now, and we all like pay up.
This bet is tracking this Vinny guy.
Does this hurt the wood chip?
If I can get to Mercy General in time.
She looked over at me like, "What are you talking
What?
about?"
When Yuri left the
You
precinct,
ever hear that? Like,
she
does
said
this
she was
hurt the
going to
fish?
teach a lesson.
No.
Whenever people post those like
That's not
educational
the part
videos
that
about
scares me
stuff
the most.
about like
It's the look on
animals.
her
I've heard
face.
of fish
I've
owe
seen that
chocolate.
look on a lot of criminals.
Well,
Never a police
I guess what I said could be in response to that. That could be fun. Can someone explain to her, like, does this hurt
I know
the
that
fish?
a woodchuck could chuck wood.
Mercy General.
Yes.
Running a trace of all cell phone use.
More or
Elon
less it
Musk
could.
took a car to Mars, but like he
My
didn't take a
man Vinny's still here. I
Lamborghini.
should
You
be
know?
able to track him. I hope.
Make a Tesla and a Lamborghini like transform into an Autobot.
Aviation has ruined Ninjatron. Every time he hears stall, he thinks of aviation term. Like a airplane stalling. That would be really scary. There was a United flight that lost a wheel and it fell on a bunch of cars, and like that's insane. Like on takeoff. Like, do they not check these like planes and things anymore?
I don't know. Maybe cutting costs. you know, overworking people. That's probably a
Not
big one.
Vinny.
I think overworking people might have something to do with it in the race to the bottom.
Well said.
Come on. Vinny, be
Anyone
you.
here gonna get a multiverses Happy Meal? What does it entail?
Gotta keep searching.
Somebody get this kid a Happy Meal.
No, a multiverses Happy Meal.
Yeah, I was
specifically.
referencing Big Daddy,
Oh,
starring
yeah.
the kid
be
from
Vinny,
Sweet
please
Life
be
of Zack and
Vinny.
Cody. One of them, I
Not
couldn't
his
tell you
ID.
which.
Damn.
Your dream.
I think both, actually.
Your dream car, but you need to eat an entire 10-piece chicken nuggets meal. Impossible. I know. You're making them all so easy. If only life were like that sometimes.
Does it have to be McNuggets? Can it be like?
Some elevated chicken bites.
It doesn't have to be elevated. I just want chicken. Like I want the fibrous meat of the chicken. I don't
You're
want.
really gonna give up on your dream
I don't
car
want
just
meat
for not
mush.
eating a 10-piece chicken McNuggets?
My dream car is the car that gets me to point A to point B where I don't have to drive and it's super comfortable. I don't even feel like I'm in a car. I don't want to hear no revving. I don't want to hear no bourbon.
I don't want no
wanna
traffic.
I don't want no traffic. I don't want no turbulence.
Turbulence.
You know, the shocks absorption
sure.
and whatever car stuff, car words, car terms. I don't want any of
He
that.
knows cars.
The louder the car, the more I hate it. Let's put it that way.
Honestly, not having a car has
Noise
been pretty
pollution.
great. We've been feeling liberated.
Oh, and the AC and the heater work instantly.
You don't have to wait for it to
Whatever degree I
cool
set
down or
it
heat
to,
up
that's what it is.
instantaneously.
Yeah,
I wish that
so
was
if I
the
put
case
on
for
the
like
heater-
in the home too.
Yeah, it would be great. I want to put on the heater and I don't want my skin to dry out.
And hey, Mythic, how are you doing?
This one feels right to me. No good.
I bet whatever signal I'm looking for is going
Has
to be
to
the
still be
last one
here.
that I go for. Because that's just how it's going to be.
I don't think Doza's dream car is a Tesla.
Does it have to be attached to Elon Musk?
So, back when we were climbing the corporate ladder in the corporate world,
I feel like a spy.
one of
The
our
most
one of
unglamorous
Doza's
spies.
coworkers had a Tesla.
Come on.
Oh
and,
yeah, she
like,
got one. She earned it.
She worked really hard to get it, and then she basically like would try to influence everyone around her to get it to get one too. So we heard a lot about it, and we're like, this is enticing, yes.
According to Vinny,
But we
It's so
obviously
funny.
never did
She was
it.
like the only person I've ever known to ever
I
talk
doubt
about a
it's on
Tesla without
Broadway
making
or
it sound like she's
off-Broadway
bragging.
or
Yeah,
experimental black box off of Ludlow.
and it's okay to not like Elon, Pika, or anybody else. I mean,
You're my
there's
only hope.
not gonna be a single person in the world that everybody likes or
He's getting into a
hates or
car.
what
I'm not
have
gonna be
you.
mad at you for not liking every person on the planet. Like,
Yeah.
come
You
on
know
now.
that parking spot was?
Whoa, this guy's booking it. What the hell? There's so many people
Since
here.
Hammerhead kidnapped the other Dons, he's been quiet.
Priuses used to have no sound, but they had to put sounds back in for blind
I just
people.
need to find out what it
That makes
is and
sense,
get
to make
Hammerhead
it
before
safer.
Yuri.
Can I turn off the sounds? Can I make it a toggle?
Well, no, because it's like a
Make it a toggle.
no, because you're never gonna know.
Make it a toggle for me.
Jeez, Vinny.
I think it's a
I
safety
wanna be a
issue.
backseat driver, but come on. At least pretend
I
you care about
guess.
traffic
Does
laws.
it help, like, knowing how fast? You kind of learn how fast you're going if it gets to a certain loudness, because it's unique for every car. Yeah. So I guess that makes sense. All right, but this wouldn't be my dream car. We asked for my dream car, and dreams don't have to be realistic.
An indestructible Yugo?
This must be where Vinny's
Well, it looks
meeting
like
the
a
main
classic
crew.
car.
I had to look up
Should
Yugo
eavesdrop.
because I
See if
didn't
we
know
can
what
get
that
more details
was,
about tonight's
and
big show.
I've never heard of this car before in my life.
Neither have I.
At a construction site. Later. Boss wants mood life. He do love his drama.
Not very popular in the United States.
Let me know if you see Gino, yeah? Told
Cars
him
need sound for blind people to. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Like, it's a safety
But which
thing,
one?
so he can't toggle it or choose.
Okay, it makes sound, but only for them and not for me.
That's
Dream car. Dream car.
Right.
We asked about dream
right.
car.
So not realistic, but dream car. Got
Dream
it.
car.
I was kind of leaning into like realistic dream car. You know.
Uh-huh. No. I don't know all the cars. I can't tell you for certain.
So you haven't met your dream car yet. That's okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't want a car. My dream car is not to have a car and to be able to get everywhere I want to just by being able to. Teleportation would be great. I could just go from one place to the other.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Yeah, I would love to like close my eyes and then open them and be in a different place
boring now.
altogether. A flying car, true that.
Very much.
So basically, like a private jet.
A private jet, but it's a dream car, so it does no carbon emissions.
Boxboy's dream car is from 1986. I mean, if it works, it works.
Right? Oh my gosh. How do I sneak up on these guys? I guess I'll climb.
It's from a country that doesn't. Oh, like Yugoslavia. That makes sense if it's Yugo.
West side, you schmuck. Come on. Right, sorry. Inner ear problem, you know. Guess we turned
Super
around.
speed. It has more
Construction site on the west
practicality.
side.
I don't know.
Narrows it
With
down,
speed
but not
comes
enough.
trouble.
Gotta keep listening in.
And then it can fly and turn invisible. And it can talk to me, like Bumblebee.
Aww.
Remember, dream car.
Yeah. A 2020 Chevy Silverado?
Oh.
JK.
that's the meme with the Squidward.
Boxboy's dream car is just phasing through walls like an ethereal being so I can appear in islands cut off from society and call myself as the god of the natives. Dreaming so big there, Boxboy.
Keep dreaming.
The hell is Gino? He was supposed to handle the concrete. Show starts at 9 p.m. sharp. No time for screw-ups.
What defines a
check
car?
in on the
Tanks
mixers.
technically
It'll be ready by
move,
9.
right?
Promise.
Is that
Yeah,
it?
are we talking
Sure
about
starts at
any vehicular
I don't know,
vehicle
but I still
or
need a
something
location.
else?
Vehicular vehicle.
Tell me how a vehicle isn't vehicular and I won't say
So
it.
why are you saying it that way then?
Because it's true. Oh no. No. No spider. Damn, I was so close. I just needed one more conversation.
We did recently learn that you can rent exotic cars from this local
Show
like
starts
place
at
that we've
9.
been renting cars
I don't
from,
know.
and
I still need a location.
it's only like one for one of like their
Stay
I
hidden.
guess cheaper luxury cars. It's like $177 per day. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not that we would ever need it. Nah, we usually just go for like a Toyota Corolla when we rent.
Keep it simple.
Pretty basic. And if we need more space, it would be like
The bigger version of that.
yeah, essentially like a Toyota SUV, whatever they're called.
Car terms.
Like if we need like more trunk space or something.
Yeah. Because what if we have to move something somewhere? Can't do that in a little car.
Toyota Trueno AE86. It's very specific. I want to look it up.
Oh, I don't have to start my conversations over. That's kind of nice.
That is good.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna need to go over here because I gotta stop this guy.
I'll take guard duty from here, thank you.
And
Oh yeah,
then,
this is for it sounded familiar because you told us this before. I feel because I've seen this before.
G-Train don't even run in Manhattan. What's wrong with you? Give me a break, man. I'm from Jersey. Hey, on 30.
There, that'll
They're
work.
in the 30,000 range.
What are
Construction
they?
site by 34.
The Toyota
That's Hudson
AE86
Yards.
Trueno.
That's it.
Okay.
Hammerhead's planning something for the Dons tonight at Hudson Yards.
All right. Where's Hudson Yards? Nush, do you know where that
These guys
is?
can't show up.
Yeah,
No,
it's in
we're
New
trying
York.
the mission. I thought it was done.
It's
Where do I
where
need to
the vessel is.
Okay, that tells me nothing.
You've seen it.
Okay.
It's like that one building, like the vessel.
Surprise!
You don't
Oh,
remember
No, Hudson River.
Hudson Yards?
Is there a river?
I mean, like, there's a body of water nearby, which, yeah, the Hudson River.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm glad I have a lead. It's helpful to get your bearings, you know.
I'm
and I
glad.
like to. I don't like being lost.
Where the vessel is a Hollow Knight reference. But y'all know, like, the vessel in New York. It's a really cool, like, architectural, like, you know, thing, building.
Yeah, y'all know. Y'all.
This skin is the negative skin.
No,
for-
this is the
No, never
Ghost
mind.
Flame skull. I don't know
Never
what it's
mind.
called. Who knows what
I
it's
thought
called?
it was negative earlier.
No, that's what we were before.
So wait, a car isn't in the cards right now, but will it be in the future?
Never say never?
Never say never, but probably not. For like, I don't know.
There's no necessity for
There's
it.
there's no immediate need for us. We've realized it's actually kind of a big weight off of our shoulders, like not having to do a car payment, not having to pay for car insurance. Well, technically we do still pay for insurance, but we pay for like a non-owner's policy, which is way cheaper, so we can rent cars as we need them. when we redid like our budget without a car, we realized we've been spending a lot of money to fix up the car because it was an older car. It was actually Doza's like car since what, high school?
No, it was from A Time.
From A Time.
From A Time.
Okay. Well, right. It was an older car too. So
Yeah.
But yeah, it lived a good life. But we did have to constantly put more money into it to fix things and to
Yes.
replace things, which like when you total up the numbers of how much we spent on the car, it definitely wasn't worth it.
No, that's just what happens. Like the older something gets, the less easy it is to find ways to keep up with it. It's the same thing if you were going to get like a foreign car in America,
Yeah.
and it's not like a super duper like baseline popular thing.
Yeah.
Apparently the big
Luckily,
show
like
is tonight.
where we live right now, like
Why do I
we
get
can
the
get
feeling it's
deliveries
not
for
gonna have
everything
a
we
happy
need.
ending?
If we do have a bunch of errands to do out and about, we'll try to plan them accordingly to where we can rent a car for like 2 days or 1 day, or depending on how much we need, and we'll like kind of knock those out and come back. There are things that are walkable from where we are too a little bit, so that's been nice. This wouldn't have been possible where we lived previously though. So maybe like the car accident and the move and everything happened.
For a reason, blessing in disguise, silver lining.
It was a sign, yeah.
Yeah, pick your a cliche.
And Shane, I'm glad you know since you've lived in New York your whole life. Also, I'm sorry that you hate people. Some people, you know,
Make
they
it
do
easy.
cause and evoke that emotion.
Certainly. And
Is-
what needs to be explained, Bullseye?
I'm not sure.
Probably what a non-owner's policy is.
Oh.
If I had to guess. I'm just
Maybe.
guessing though. I have no idea. I don't know exactly how the timing lined up with everything for
And
that.
honestly, the non-owner's policy is just so you can rent. You still get the protections of like, you know, in case you do get an accident or something.
Yes.
Oh, that building. It's called a vessel or the vessel. Yeah, it's just like
That's way more interesting.
it's in Hudson Yards in New York. It looks really cool. I think it was like based off of like a beehive type situation.
Hospital? Why? Did someone come after you?
No.
Just
nothing like
Google
that.
it.
It's just, I kind of jumped off a bridge.
You what?
I jumped
Do I need to stop this? No, I don't need to do that.
in
I
Queens.
can just keep
Are
going.
you okay? I'm coming to get you.
No, I'm totally fine.
Mythic, thank you so much for standing up for me. I saw the YouTube short y'all made it, and Doza definitely pushed you.
Hey, whoa, what? I was already moving from left to right.
It's so funny that like obviously we post that video like here on YouTube,
Oh, please
on
tell people
TikTok,
what the support looks like.
as well
across.
as Instagram, and it's been so mixed. There's some places that it's like, yeah, Nush, it's all your fault. Other places it's like, Doza pushed you. And then there's other places where it's like a 50-50. And it's just, I love posting things in different places to see what the different audiences say.
She's got overwhelming support on TikTok.
I did.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
evening, New York.
So many
Welcome
new
to tonight's
stands.
entertainment.
Though there was that one person on TikTok who's like, I hate your voice. I'm like, all right, don't listen to it. Leave.
I don't know, like plug your ears forever. Maybe try that. Live?
It's
Oh,
fun
no.
to get hate sometimes. I feel like it makes me stronger.
Loyalty weren't just words.
Oh, this is so funny. We have to save a bunch of crime lords from the more evil crime lord, or else things bad will happen.
Bullseye, you did have Doza's back. I remember. I saw it.
I saw it.
Wish I could join the festivities. Sit tight. I'll be seeing you all real soon.
Is Cornelia Street in this game? I don't know, Pika. I know like it's New York City, but I don't think like everything's there, right?
Stopped it.
Yep.
For now.
I like fighting,
Gotta
so
keep him
just
off the controls.
we're just gonna go in
And
there.
Twinkle Toes, I appreciate that.
Cement mixer's running again.
That's very, very sweet of you. And don't worry, most people are like most comments and things we do get are very positive. It's just every once in a while people like to say things, and it's just like you must be having a rough day. That's okay.
Yeah,
But hopefully you can find some joy in your life.
it'd be easy to just lash out back at a person who makes a negative comment, but
Cement
generally
level's
I've
low.
found that
Gotta
people
keep it
are
down.
very unhappy when they leave. Let me simplify it. Hurt people hurt people.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah. Oh my god.
When I'm hurt, I just push people away. And I don't even tell them. I just keep myself reclusive.
Isn't it great?
I think so. At least I'm not hurting anybody else.
Just stay off.
Okay, so that's how this works. I need
You
to keep
jumped
people
up,
off
and
of this
Doza
cement
went below
thing.
you, causing his hitbox to make contact with your feet, pushing you up further. Yeah, exactly.
How
I
come
remember.
I have a hitbox and she
I
just
was
has
there.
feet?
And Pika, you're always gonna know every Taylor Swift song more than we ever will.
Ouch.
It is really hot.
Whoa! I told you. Do you want to lower it? I mean, the AC just kicked in again.
We'll just wait and see what happens this time.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We got to really watch that.
Didn't the movie just come out today? Kung Fu Panda 4? We haven't seen it yet.
I really want to see it.
It'll probably be a while before we can watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard good things though.
Stopped it. For now.
Aquafina is one of the voice actors on the fourth movie specifically, and she was on the Today Show this morning, like talking about her role a little bit.
No sign of Yuri.
Yes. She's the... I'm assuming she's the new Dragon Warrior. That's where I see it going.
I think she's actually just like this fox.
No. But I'm telling...
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, she is this like nobody fox who's like sly and maybe
It's a new
thief or
character
whatever.
introduction, yeah.
New character. But so they want to make Poe, the panda guy, they want to... What the hell?
Jack Black's character.
They want to make him the spiritual leader, kind of like what Oogway was, the turtle guy from the first movie. Can this guy stop just swinging at me? Just gotta kick him over there. Oh my god. There we go.
Wait, Boxboy, has your brother not seen the first three movies? So like, are you guys gonna binge it before you go see like the new one kind of thing?
Yeah, because they're all worth watching. They're all good. I will stand by that.
And so Twinkle Toes, did you see it already? Do you have opinions already? Time to admit Pika's biggest Swiftie sin. Ooh, you made a sin? What is a Swiftie sin?
Did you dislike one of her songs?
I did see a wholesome moment from one of her Australia concerts where there was a little girl who was having trouble, like she was chosen for the 22 hat. She was having trouble taking the bracelet off her wrist to give to Taylor, and Taylor, even though she typically goes back for the kicks or whatever, she like waited, like giving the girl patience to give it to her, and like people, like I thought that was really sweet.
Yeah. I got a guy stuck on here. That means they can't use it no more. This is
And
my
Twinkle
rule.
Toes, you did? How was it? What would you give it? Like a good rating? Like must see? Is it better than all the other ones before it? Or do you still prefer like the first or the second? And hey, Krish, happy Friday to you.
Good evening.
It's been a long time since we've seen them too. But it seems like a good time to rewatch them and then eventually watch the fourth.
I would say so. I don't mind having that on in the background and just like kind of catching up with that.
We actually put this random animated movie on Netflix on in the background called Next Gen yesterday.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
It was okay.
When I say pretty good, I mean it was like a solid 6.5.
Yeah. So what does 10 out of 10 mean for you?
Oh, really? I mean, I couldn't tell you. A 10 out of 10 movies really got to earn it. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Easily. I mean, obviously.
We have 2 more movies that we need to like watch before Sunday for like the Oscars, but they're like actually watching them and not background. We haven't seen Oppenheimer yet, so we're hoping to watch that tomorrow, as well as Poor Things with Emma Stone.
How many cup holders do you guys have in there?
What are we watching next?
Oppenheimer and Poor
Oh,
Things,
right,
just
yeah.
before the awards.
Okay, yes, that needs to happen.
Figures.
I just want these shield guys to go away. Oppenheimer, the people are saying that it's gonna sweep whatever this next award thingy is. I don't really know what's happening next. What is it?
The Oscars.
That still needs to happen?
That's this weekend on Sunday.
I
And
keep forgetting
Pika,
there's so
I don't think
many
it's a
of them.
sin to not have listened to the entirety yet. But that's, you know, as a big Swiftie fan, maybe you're just taking your time to really savor it all. And that's okay.
Yeah, exactly. You consume it your own way, not by anyone else's standards. Ouch.
Your brother likes putting on Next Gen. It was just fine. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was an interesting concept, but I think it got, like, for an animated movie, I think it got a little too dark for, you know,
You got lost in the sauce.
a little bit.
I really like the villain. He's my favorite character.
I was kind of hoping for, like, spoiler alert, like, I guess I don't want to. I shouldn't spoil it. It's fine. I
You
was
say
hoping
it
for
very
more.
Vaguely?
I was hoping for more and, let's say, a reunion of sorts.
Okay. But unfortunately, necromancy is not a thing.
No, it's not even that.
Okay.
No, it's the person that left that could have come back. I was hoping for that.
That was part of the setup.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's what made it so compelling. That's what made
Umaku's the dog is
unlikableness.
amazing in that movie. The dog was definitely there for comic relief. 100%.
I like that they gave the dog one thing to do, and it did it.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. These guys need to chill. Ouch. Oh,
Twinkle
what?
Toes quite like Kung Fu Panda 4. It's not as great as the first three, but it's genuinely good.
Oh, I'm gonna die. Okay, that gives me a little time here. I'm just gonna keep healing. I think I still have sneak on from before. Oh, thank
Heroes
goodness.
use pain, but villains are used by it.
What's that?
Heroes use pain, but villains are used by it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I feel like there's a little bit of heroic, like a sense of heroism, and then also like villainism in everybody.
You mean like light and darkness?
Yeah.
They do say like some of the best villains are just like one hero, like one tragedy away from like
Tall, dark, and flat-headed.
every hero can be a villain, and they're just one tragedy away from doing it, from being
Basically.
it. Yeah, that's more or
And
less what I was trying to say.
Enjoy your movie night, get some rest, Cassandra, and have a good weekend.
And good luck.
In whatever it may be, good luck. May good fortune be upon you.
Nice work, Bug.
Okay, so
Kinda spoiled my big night, but we'll roll with it.
all right, he's got an exosuit on. Okay.
Boxboy likes when animated things get super dark, but I felt like they were just going with this and then this happened and filling in the plot later.
So that's what
Yeah.
they're wearing in Paris this season. Hate to say it.
I was
Brushed
kind of
metal is
lost
not your
on the
color.
villain's reasons for doing things,
Until it was revealed.
and then it was like, oh, like there's not, I don't know.
There's nothing bigger than just that this happened.
Because I've seen that exact reason used in a similar vein for that type of villain in more compelling ways.
I'm just a guy
And
who
if it
knows a
wasn't
thing
for
or
the
two about
absolute
PR.
swagger that
City don't take the Maggia
that a
seriously.
version of the villain
Don't respect
carries,
us.
like
Hammerhead.
I would have
They
slept.
see me break you in half.
Hammerhead's really talking about his like PR right now.
I mean, I'm a bad guy, and you're not gonna get in my way. Back in Gotham, ruled by crime, it was the best. I loved it. I wasn't existing yet, but
I wonder who built his suit.
I don't know. But I'm assuming we fight the suit now, and then he like comes back and makes the suit even better. Look at these regular dudes in their freaking penny loafers, just like kicking my ass.
With respect comes off as extremely insecure.
Oh my god. I need to take a second.
To do what? I'm just kidding. Has anyone else noticed that modern kids' cartoons start off all happy-go-lucky and comical, but get super dark and develops a plot in the later seasons?
Adventure Time,
I haven't seen it.
some other shows.
What would you say is a modern kid cartoon that follows that? Because, like, I feel like I still just watch cartoons from the 90s.
Do you?
Yeah. I mean, and then that, what Chris said applies to, like, Hey Arnold, too.
A lot of those.
It starts off really fun, but then there are some, like, episodes that are kind of dark. Like, what happened to Arnold's parents, you know?
Yeah, but I would say Hey Arnold is still very much like the before times, where
Sure,
a lot of these,
the
like,
90s.
yeah, a lot of the storylines, especially like the darker or harder ones, they're going to be more episodic in nature.
Adventure Time, regular show, The Owl House. What did they do to Dora? Like, from Dora the Explorer?
I don't know. What did they do? Automatically consume? No, I don't want that. Slow time after a perfect dodge? Yeah, let's do that.
So I haven't seen Adventure Time, the regular show, or The Owl House. None of them. So I do not have context, but Doza has.
I've seen most of regular show. I think I know how it ends. And then, ooh, let's do this too.
Steven Universe, Gravity Falls. I've seen Gravity Falls, not all the way, but parts.
just when they were getting into the stuff.
One of the characters lost his arm. That's sad.
For what? Oh, Adventure Time. That is true, yes.
Well, regular show is different because its plot part was entirely put into a final season.
But aside from the plot, you still had character arcs and character development and interesting character interactions, which is, I think, where a regular show really thrives. You really get into the buddy-buddiness of some of it, the camaraderie, more so than like big plot happens beyond whatever else is happening, because that's just, I feel like I kind of agree, like that was inconsequential with like how the whole show kind of ended.
I've just watched more live action than I have animated shows.
Was there anything that was like lighthearted and then it got a little darker later on for like a live action show you've seen?
I mean, I mostly watch dramatic TV shows,
So you
like,
kinda know what
so
you're getting
it's
into.
always drama.
That makes sense.
Like Grey's Anatomy is starting its 20th season soon.
How about
pretty
anything
intense.
that was dramatic and then it got really dark? I bet that's happened.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, 90s cartoons are peak. I agree, Twinkle Toes. Like, that's what if I ever feel in the mood for animated, I just go back to what I already liked. Hey Arnold, Wild Thornberries, As Told by Ginger. As Told by Ginger was pretty happy-go-lucky, but then got pretty dark.
Oh yeah, that's true. I would say that one's pretty close to what I was thinking. Because it started extremely slice of life, but as you know,
Life can get dark.
life can get dark. As Told by Ginger was really good.
I think Doza and I have watched it 2 or 3 times all the way through. It's a good background.
At the very least, at least twice.
Yeah.
Can't let him get me with his head.
As Told by Ginger is about a teenager named Ginger who it's kind of like she writes in her diary and she talks about her daily life, the different things she has to deal with. She's being raised by essentially a single mom, and she has a younger brother who's very adventurous, and she has 2 best friends. She has another guy best friend who lives right next door, and she just goes, it's just slice of life, like her life and like the people in her life and how they kind of navigate everything where they live. And it gets into a lot of like adolescent type stuff that, like, as you're growing up, what you deal with, everything from school to friendship to family matters to society, and like how they portray, like, you know, what was important to you as a teenager kind of situation.
Exactly. Yes. Well said.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't really a show like that. Like, you had maybe live action shows that did that, but there wasn't an animated show that had done that. I think that was kind of like the first.
Yeah. I wonder, like, if people would be into, like, if they took a dramatic, like, live action show and then animated it, how that would be, like, to reach a different audience.
That,
'Cause
we
imagine-
don't really get to see that.
Imagine if the bear was animated. Because Chris said there are also holiday episodes that get incredibly depressing for some reason. I'm thinking about the Thanksgiving episode. It was Thanksgiving or Christmas from the bear.
Yeah.
Imagine if that episode was animated. It would be dark and beautiful, and like I can't, like, I'm picturing it, and it would just be crazy.
Yeah, I think animation can bring a lot to the table, and we need a. I want more adult animation that isn't like sex and poopy jokes. Like, I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
It's so old. I want compelling animation. I want good animation. I don't want this basic, you know, puppets that move every now and then when the creator deems like it's worthy of such. I want things that are nice to look at.
Isn't Bob's Burgers returning soon?
Yes, so probably
That's
one
an
of the
animated
only
show I
shows that I
like.
give like an adult animated show. It's one of the only ones I'd give a pass to,
Yeah.
just because the characters are so fun.
I have not seen the movie Pleasantville. Should we add it to our list, Box Boy?
Is that the one with my with
Maybe not such a good idea after all, huh?
not Marty McFly?
Isn't that from
Spider-Man. Got
You weren't
Spider-Man,
listening
right?
when I said long term.
Tobey Maguire.
Marty McFly is from
Seabiscuit.
Back to the Future?
Yeah,
Knows how to wait till just the
I think we almost finished the second movie.
We haven't finished Has Been Hotel yet.
I don't think we will.
Really?
Yeah. There are a lot of other things in the way right now. I just don't.
Ever?
I just don't know. Not ever.
Oh, okay.
Not ever.
Well, when you say like, I don't think we will, I was like shook because I was like, dang.
I don't think we will in any immediate sense.
And Bob's Burgers is still going on. There's just new episodes coming back again soon, like, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, you should add to the list, and yeah, Tobey Maguire.
How do you feel?
Use your binoculars, Kiwi. It costs nothing. What game are you playing, Ninjatron?
Does this guy become Two-Face? Oh, he's fine.
Intense.
I think we lose a little bit with the skull.
Yeah.
Any other suit suggestions, y'all? Oh no, she can't believe it.
To be continued.
Oh no, to be continued. Well, I guess we might as well get on to the final chapter.
Yo, what? Credits? They really try to make this dramatic too.
Yeah, I know they brought out the lady who sings the angelic voice, and you know, all of a sudden I thought I was playing an RPG.
Kirby, you've been to the train tracks that were at the end of the third movie? How was that?
I guess we'll have to watch the rest of them so that we can be like, hey, that's where Kirby was. Point at the screen.
I think we've only seen the first two, right?
Or we've seen
1.5.
1.5. I would say we got probably about halfway through the second.
It was late. We fell asleep and then never went back.
Yes.
It might still be recorded.
Yeah, that's right. That's how we were watching it. We knew about the time travel stuff, but I don't know what else.
I mean, it's just true, but it's a fun fact.
Yeah. Does this guy really think a taser is gonna bring him alive? This guy's been dead for like 10 minutes.
Has anybody been watching the new Seth MacFarlane like TED show?
Gosh.
Like, it's a TV show and it has Max from Parenthood as like the younger dude.
I gotta
with
say,
Ted.
I do like it.
It's kind of funny.
I prefer it to Family Guy, because actually, with the amount of Family Guy that I watched when I was younger, I can more appreciate it. Like the Ted stuff. Like, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's like this. And it doesn't feel tired or overused to me. I guess the Ted format works.
Ted Lasso, though. Ted Lasso is a phenomenal show. We really loved it.
Ted Lasso is probably one of my favorite shows of all time.
It's a great show. But we're talking about Ted, like the teddy bear. Like Ted 1 and 2, like the movies.
Yeah.
But like, it's a show where I think it's set in the 80s or 90s, right? 80s probably.
It is the 90s.
90s? Okay.
Yeah, it is the 90s. I think like 1995.
Like they're growing up, like, and it's funny.
It's pretty good because like to hear like the Matt Damon accent, but like from this kid, it catches me off guard and makes me laugh.
I've heard good things about Severance. It's on my list, but I haven't seen it just yet.
Spider emergency.
I think there's only like one season, so like though, right? Like did it have a second one? I think that's why it was going to be like a really quick binge potentially.
I'm a Power Ranger now.
Go Power Rangers.
We only know the song of the first season. First gen? I don't know how you want to first arc. Oh right, we have to start the DLC. That's how this works.
What's a character that is underrated in their own universe show? Avatar Korra deserves respect. Korra? Korra?
Yeah, I imagine Korra.
Korra, yeah.
I agree. I think it's pretty good.
The Orville. I don't know what that is.
It's a space show?
Mary Jane Watson, Associate Editor. Begin research notes. What started as a museum heist a few days ago has turned into a brutal assault on the city. And the casualties
American
keep piling up.
sci-fi comedy drama.
Last night, after almost killing Maji
I
Don
saw
Hammerhead,
McFarlane.
Captain Yuri Watanabe was forced into administrative leave. Sources say she told the chief, "This won't stop me." Note.
Oh boy.
Follow up on this later. Feels like this isn't the end of her story. Meanwhile, Hammerhead, who was pronounced dead at the scene, was revived and escaped custody.
He's a zombie.
Police are searching for him, but there are no solid leads. His men are continuing to target Sable weaponry and vehicles, including
I'm really
something called
grateful that
Project
MJ does this
Olympus.
summary for us.
From what we can gather,
On
Project
account of I
Olympus
talked
is
through
an
the entire
Oscorp and
game.
Sable
I do
funded
the same, so.
bioenhancement technology meant to transform people into indestructible super soldiers. Hammerhead is ruthless and insane, and now apparently indestructible. But first things first,
Yeah?
figure out where Hammerhead is hiding.
Oh, I thought we were gonna go back to the whole
Question
kid
is,
thing, but I guess we
What are
closed
we
that
gonna do
chapter.
when we find him?
I don't know. Let's kill him.
Does anybody watch Secession?
You never know. Someone might.
I'm following
That's
the
why I
road to the
asked.
export plant.
Yeah.
Sounds like Hammerhead's guys are at it again. Got any updates on Yuri?
Nothing yet.
It's a show about rich people
Yeah.
who
You're a
have
good
to
team.
deal with being
I mean,
rich,
not like
and
me
it's
and
very
you, but,
conniving and
you know.
underhanded, and
Between the family and
yeah.
like business, and it's all intertwined. And
yeah, it kind of follows one
crazy.
family in like this massive, massive company. So there's a lot at stake when you piss somebody off at the dinner table.
Yeah.
That's the lightest way I can explain that show.
And I just learned it's all supposed to be shipping
It's kind of
overseas
based.
from
Well,
Korea.
people assume it's based on like the Murdoch family.
Silver Sable's
Who are
home
they?
country.
And
like-
also the site of an increasingly
Really?
bloody
No, no
civil
one
war.
knows.
Have you
Who are
heard
they?
about this?
No, I'm not.
They're like a
caught
really
up on
rich,
international.
influential American family.
Been a little
In
busy
terms of
with our own
families,
war here in New
I
York.
briefly know of the
Hell of a
Romanovs.
story.
That's not in America, sweetheart.
I didn't say it was,
But the
Talk about
Secession
something other than
is.
but like a thing about a family, like an influential family.
Vacation?
That's what I mean.
I'm not sure I know what that word means.
So you've never heard of Rupert Murdoch?
Yeah, I'm with you.
I've heard of Matlock.
We both
That's a completely different show.
Well,
Wasn't Matlock on once when we visited your grandpa?
Will do.
Like
yeah,
on TV?
I think it was.
The court thing, yeah.
I still, there's a scene from that show that lives in my mind rent free. I've only seen an episode or two, but I'm glad I saw what I saw. Something about out talking somebody who had a shotgun in a cornfield.
And it was also, it wasn't Korra, it wasn't a typo. Bullseye meant Korra. He was the water avatar before Korra. He stood on business, but no one knew what he did for the world.
Oh yeah, I guess they got a bit more into that in the live action. But yeah, it was very glossed over.
I think the whole premise of like Avatar as a whole is actually very dark. Like, you know, the world, like saving it, all of that. But they make it lighthearted and fun with it being essentially kids, right? Especially with the first season.
Yeah.
Or the first, like, with Aang's story, that is.
Ooh, that was nice.
I'm
Whoa.
excited that we're getting more seasons of live action.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm really happy about that.
It's gonna be good. I look forward to it.
I'd also, if you haven't seen it, just avoid people on the internet because they're salty and nothing will please them. So.
I mean, there are some things that we wish they would have done differently too.
Yeah, but we're mature
We're still
and
appreciative
can form
of it.
opinions and sentences, and people on the internet are very fervent and
Well, if you think of
extremely
it like
aggressive.
this way, we're all people on the internet.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I have to like them.
I'm not saying you have to like them.
I didn't say you have to say that I have to like them.
Are you just gonna keep doing this?
Are you just gonna keep being how you're being? Because honestly, I want more of that.
It's Friday and
I
it's
love you
International Women's
a
Day. You're not
lot.
gonna win.
That's. Oh, I'm sorry. I love you a lot. You're not gonna win.
I
Okay.
love you
Not
too.
trying to win. I didn't know it was a competition.
It's always a competition if you just believe. I'm just kidding. Doza's actually made me less competitive. Like, yeah, the co-op stuff, that's a little different, but like in general in life, like I've learned that everything doesn't have to be competition. I don't have to get better grades than the person next to me. In fact, I'm not even being graded anymore.
No.
It was like something that I had to unlearn. I don't know if it's just from like the society and culture I grew up in, but like we're always like pitted against each other and like you gotta do better, you gotta do this, you gotta be the best of the best. Anything below the best is subpar.
Well,
98? Nah, you need to have like 105. Ask for extra credit. Crazy.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh, Doza's a winner every single day, Bullseye.
This is true.
He doesn't need a men's day. Every day is Doza day.
And the other 364 days kind of seem to fill that void. I can't believe I lost on the last dude.
It happens. I can't believe we're already on the last part.
I know. We could be done with this tonight. It could happen.
Do you think it will?
Maybe, if I don't fail.
Ah, yes, failing.
We hate failing.
Today is also Doza Day. That's correct, Twinkle Toes. That's how the logic goes. It's better than the movie, like when it took like 20 earthbenders to throw one hand-sized rock. Yeah, true.
So M. Night Shyamalan had a
Everything's
thing
better.
about bending. He didn't want certain benders to be too overpowered. So like one of the limitations he placed was on firebenders because he thought that was just way too strong and like by default. So he's like, okay, they can firebend, but they have to have a source of fire already near them. They can't just make it up out of nowhere.
I wonder what his thoughts about the live-action Netflix adaptation is.
I don't know. I'd love to hear them.
Someone ask him. And hey, Kessler, happy Friday to ya.
Kessler!
We have not crashed once today.
Yeah, we uninstalled and reinstalled and didn't have to do any like core validation nonsense in the BIOS or whatever.
And
Like I was worried that I have to do.
It's been working out. That's not Hammerhead.
No, I think this is the cop that wasn't a cop that revived Hammerhead in the previous scene.
And yes, thus he can win the argument. It was a joke.
Dang.
But thank you guys for playing along. Y'all really wanted Doza to win, which is great. Because like when Doza wins, I win. Because we're both together and we're both winners.
That's the exact same kind of copium I'd start saying. What is this?
Maybe you just can't hear me over the sound.
I can't really like use my powers as well when that happens.
Has it really? It's been about an hour, almost an hour and a half here. I don't think it feels like 6 for us. I guess time does go by quickly when you're chatting with your friends.
Hello. Marianne.
Marianne, come quick.
Marianne. You'll never believe what I saw.
What did you see?
There's ants. They're marching in a line. Isn't that wonderful, Marianne?
She's so done with this shit. That's so funny. So if you haven't seen the Wild Thornberries, Doza was basically doing his Nigel impression.
Oh, voiced by Tim
series.
Curry, or I guess
Yeah.
Doza in another life.
More British accents, please.
As long as we all can agree that it's not done with any accuracy in mind, because there's so many different British accents out there.
For sure.
And honestly, I couldn't nail down a single one if I tried. Well, no, not
Did
if
you do an Aussie accent?
No, because it gets too
Like shrimp
convoluted
on the
on the Barbie.
Did you figure out Web Blossom? Kirby's asking.
Oh yeah, I think I have to hit the left and right stick, but these guys are all flying in the air, so that kind of puts a little damper in my plamper. I mean, that sounded so much better in my head.
I offered to make Doza some crumpets earlier. So I was like, would you like some crumpets and a pot of tea? And then I didn't make it, but like, I'm gonna.
Yeah, but I get to, it's a thought that counts where she almost did that, but
I feel like baking something this weekend.
You should. You're my little bake thing, and a bake and a
But
bake and a
Doza's the
bake
better
and a bake.
baker than I am. He comes from a long line of bakers. In fact, I didn't really bake a lot of stuff. Most Indian desserts weren't like baked. They were either just like deep fried, honestly. Like they're usually very unhealthy, or like like puddings and things like that, or like little I don't know, they just weren't like baked pretty much. Most of our baked stuff is like flatbreads and different types of flatbreads. So, and yes, Kessler, absolutely, you can have crumpets.
Would you like a cronut?
Doza also requested mint chocolate chip cookies, but they have to be green.
If they're not green, they're not mint.
There you go. So I'm trying to like play around with what I can do with that. And I don't want to be lazy and just add mint extract. I want to figure out something I can do that's a little bit more.
Whoa, when they invite Starscream.
Starscream?
It would be so awesome if it was.
It would be so awesome. It would be so cool. Hey, that's what's-her-face from the main game.
Ah, gotcha, Twinkle Toes. Yeah, Nigel has this thick accent, which, yeah, it's we watched, obviously, the English version.
All of his accent just resides in his nose. And he's in
the
that
nasal region.
Yeah. He's also in that video game. The one we were talking about earlier, the SpongeBob Blasters or whatever? Brawlers?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
He works for Hammerhead.
Where is this hammerhead?
Whoa, whoa! Can't we like go grab a coffee and catch up like normal?
Welcome
people?
back, Shane.
By the
How's
way,
it going, Shane?
I love your new hovercrafty thing.
Tell me everything you know.
Sometimes I unintentionally drink with my pinky out to Kessler. I don't know, it just happens.
One.
Doza catches me and he's like, being a bit fancy, eh?
It'd be fancier if you drink with all of your fingers out, but that's
And
a
you
lot harder.
drop it.
Yeah. Why is she fighting me? Is she the leader of Sable? Was that what's happening? Now we have to fight her?
Why does she look like Martha Stewart?
Sable,
I'm fighting Martha Stewart?
can we do some relaxing breaths?
Why does she
Uh-oh.
look like it?
In, out.
What QTE do I have to press?
I wish I knew. But if we stop punching each other, maybe we can work together.
Ow.
Together? Never.
Oh my gosh, stop.
I think it's just the bob hair look thing.
You are supposed to
Her name is Silver Sable. I wonder if she runs Sable.
You have allowed this
I don't know what her name is. Wait,
That
it's
makes
right on the
sense.
screen.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Allow anything.
She's gonna kick my
I'm trying
ass.
to stop him from
We are officially on the last part of the DLC, Shane. That's what you've missed. We hit the credits for the part 2, and part 3 is
Perhaps you are secretly
in motion, as you can see with this fight here between Spider-Man and Silver Sable.
obviously.
Not to be confused with the Silver Surfer. Oh my, stop kicking
Which is
me.
a reference to the Fantastic Four,
Stop throwing
right?
me around.
No?
No,
I don't
Fantastic
know.
Four, yes. Wait, is it?
I don't know.
Honestly, seems like it's the same thing. I think you're right.
Damn you!
That might be the second movie. I think there were 1 or 2, maybe 3 Fantastic Four
I
movies.
thought you were a good guy.
Apparently, this fight was so hard in Ultimate Difficulty, it was like Elden Ring hard for Kessler.
I am not the guy.
She works at Able
You'll be
Sisters.
fine.
Way to bring it back to Animal Crossing. That's a game I know what to say and talk about.
Kessler, if you could beat that lady in this fight, you can do it. I know you can. You can
I
become
mean,
Elden
he's
Lord.
doing it.
Dying.
Kessler's been streaming Elden Ring on the weekends, and he's been making great progress.
I would say so. I think one day he even took out like 12 bosses. Can you imagine? More new armor, and this one's by Aaron. We love Aaron. Who's Aaron?
I don't know.
Ooh, okay, yeah, let's do it. We're gonna ride a bicycle.
Aaron,
Hey, MJ.
We'll look like Moomin
Guess who's
Rider.
back in town?
Shout out to those who know.
Sable, I know.
How did you know that?
Silver Surfer is a lot of things. Is in a lot of things.
So I imagine she's here
That
So,
makes sense.
yeah, Silver Surfer is in like Johnny Bravo, I think, or something like that. I think that's also the case.
Doesn't feel very
And Rowlet Enjoyer, happy Friday. I'm sorry that you're done with the internet. Hope all is okay. 90% of the people on it suck. That's fair.
Screwball?
That sounds pretty conservative. Because there's a lot of people on here.
I hope whatever went down quickly passes so you can have a better day.
Better get there before she hurts someone.
Kessler is an Epic Gamer confirmed.
Well, yeah, I'd say so. Looks like we got another one of these. Okay, Nush. What do we got?
Herald of Galactus, which is a universal threat in comics. That's what we got.
Is that not... That's... He's greater than Thanos, right?
Not really.
Aw, turn that
Thanos is the
around
one that wears that,
upside down.
like, big
It'll bring
organ,
joy to
like,
millions of fans.
golden helmet.
In fact, I've got big plans
You should
this
see it,
season.
Nush. It's
If we hit
ridiculous.
50 million followers,
Bullseye
I'm
finds your
throwing
lack of
a
knowledge
massive party for
disturbing.
my loyal fans.
About what? One Punch Season 3?
Huge party, huh?
I didn't know they
Sounds like
kept
the
the show
perfect
going, to
opportunity
be
to shut her
honest.
down once and
I
for
did
all.
start rewatching One
Better
Punch
keep
Man.
playing
I saw
along
the
until that
first
party.
2 episodes. That was a couple
Progress
weeks ago.
was made.
Progress was made.
That's unfortunate, Rowlet. Yeah, we were talking about Akira Toriyama's passing earlier in stream tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, you know, the internet's always going to have mixed reactions and things. You can't control it. Gotta just focus on what you can control and process your feelings accordingly and move forward, you know?
People will do that literally for anybody.
I really need to shut this
If
stream
you know
down.
where to look.
But first,
Which is
Bomb
literally just the
Duty.
Or
internet as a
just
general.
Leave it alone, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's good to
Screwball's fans are
distance
out of
yourself from
control.
that if that's like kind of...
What's-
Because the more you see it, the more
The
you
more it's
interact
going to
with it.
pop up.
That's just how algorithms work.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the Marvel Zombies, some of the zombies ate Galactus and became cosmic zombies. Well, there you go.
Did I do it? Okay, I did do it.
We haven't deleted Twitter yet, but it's still there. Like, I don't go to it regularly. I was on it last night, and I felt the toxicity so much, but I just... Sometimes it's good to see reactions to live events in real time, and that's still the only place where you can get so much of it, you know?
How do
or
I interact
Reddit,
with this?
but I didn't want to go to like a subreddit for the State of the Union.
No, too many people trying to be funny.
Yeah.
We got redemptions. I think we also have a Kermit request.
Why are you just now telling me about these things?
I hear these things the same as you.
No, I can't hear it.
What do I do with this?
We got a Kermit request, you're right.
Yeah, this thing. I have to throw this.
This one's from Umaku from like almost 15 minutes ago, Doza.
Oh, okay. I thought it was longer.
You're slipping.
I was worried it was longer than that.
Wow, what a great
Let's restart this because I'm not going to make the time.
There's the Kermit request, Kermit the Frog.
Fun fact, Doomguy and Isabel from Animal Crossing are married.
Now we all know. Thank you, Kermit. Did you officiate their wedding?
Yeah, well, unfortunately they passed up on me and went with some guy who lives in a trash can. I don't know.
almost there.
Who lives in a trash can?
Oscar the Grouch.
I was okay. I thought Kermit would tell me. And then we have a tongue twister from Ninjatron.
Do we?
Yes. A armor high explosive fin stable discarding Sabbat high explosive anti-tank round. Mm-hmm. That's the tongue twister.
Yeah, not sure a filter can fix that one.
Okay. I'll try to tackle it after we do this mission.
There will always be stinkers out there. Negativity bias makes it easy to believe that everyone sucks, but don't forget, there's always a better side. 100%.
That's a great term. Negativity bias.
Find the better side of the internet. Or just find safe spaces for you based on, you know, what brings you joy rather than what gives you toxicity. No one wants that. Those that love Screwball.
Do I? Is she my favorite character ever? Do I wake up in the morning and be like, I can't wait to do another Screwball mission?
Where is Screwball's live stream? How many people are actually truly tuning in?
I think it's a lot of accounts, to be honest. It's going so slow.
I feel like Twitter may eventually just fizzle out and actually end as a thing that exists.
I think so too.
They're trying so hard to monetize everything that it's kind of ruining it. I really thought it was so cool, like back in the day when Twitter was that place that like breaking news would actually come out. Like I stayed in the know through Twitter a lot. Now every morning I gotta go read the news. See the major headlines.
Freaking reading.
It was also a great place to get like opinions, but like of varying stuff. Because like you don't necessarily surround yourself in the same circle of people that you talk to that will have differing opinions as much as you would in a sample size of like an online thread like Twitter or anywhere for that matter. Which is why Reddit, like I feel like both of us have been getting into Reddit a little bit more again.
Maybe Reddit needs to start their own Twitter.
Hey MJ,
Yeah.
we got cut short earlier.
I mean, it's kind of.
I don't see something new coming on the
I just
horizon.
don't like the I like the thread aspect, like, you know, or subreddit aspect, if you will. But sometimes, like, I just want to see a varying feed of everything.
No.
Well, I mean that everything's thread based, so
I know. That's the one thing that Twitter used to have, where you could see like everything, like what's trending right now, based on different locations worldwide, your you know, kind of thing.
As far as I know, there's what you follow, and then there's popular,
True,
which
yeah.
is the same subreddits over and over again. So.
And hey, Comfy, happy Friday to ya.
What's up, gamer? How you doing?
Threads is still in existence. I don't really use it. I mostly meant like Threads, like being like a subreddit, like a typical topic. I don't think a lot of people use Threads. It did blow up just because it was like the biggest alternative to Twitter at the time. Like a lot of stuff was going down, but it is connected to your like Instagram, Facebook, Meta, all of that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't never hear people really talking about it too much.
Sometimes TikTok can be like a news source, but there's also so much like opinions and other things, and also it's based algorithm wise again, like what you consume is what you're gonna see more of.
Yeah.
And if you're not like looking out for news stuff, then it won't necessarily show up, because our TikTok is very much like gaming, dancing, food, and like somewhat like cultural stuff.
I know there are even services out there that like attempt to consolidate news stories and then feed you like the headlines. There's even some that tell you how far they lean in one political direction or the other.
Yeah.
So like you can stay informed by making sure that you all are not just listening to your side, you're also, you know, giving some time to the side maybe that you don't agree with. I think that's the best way to truly understand an argument, because if you just listen to one, then it's kind of like it's just too one-sided that way.
And we share our TikTok account, Tickle Toes. Any account that you see with Nush and Doza that is an official Nush and Doza account, if you will, is both of us.
Yep.
So we'll both consume versus and also like post and things like that. With certain things, like with certain social profiles, we do have our own like individually, but those aren't obviously public, they're private.
Yep.
So it depends on where we consume.
But I hardly ever use those, because I mean then I have to switch, and who wants to do that? Not me.
Yeah.
It takes time. So I just kind of stick to whatever Nush and Doza thing that we got going on together.
Yep.
And there was a while where we tried to keep things separate, and then we just kind of decided, like, you know what? Let's just have everything together. It's fine.
As far as Instagram goes, Shane, if you ever like want any tips or anything, like, or want to know how to use it, we're here to help.
Yeah. We've been on that platform.
And we also
for
do
years
a lot
now.
of social media management for other people, so like switching gets pretty annoying. But on our personal devices, it's pretty much just our like Nush and Doza accounts.
Question for you.
With all switching I already do, I try to keep it pretty minimal.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
Word of mouth news can be misleading depending on whose mouth it's coming out of. That is all I'll say.
I feel that sometimes you run the risk of playing telephone, and for simple sentences, you see how that game plays out. Imagine a convoluted, complicated, and multi-layered issue being translated and retranslated.
Facebook is kind of the retirement home of the internet. There is an older audience there for sure. We got rid of ours a long time ago, but I still remember when it was like, oh yeah, we're in college, we get to join Facebook now.
Get moving!
So Doza.
Yeah.
Comfy says that you were texting, and he asked you magic or cold, and you named other swords. Which is it?
Colds, I guess. If it had to be one. I'm just saying that I'll still be using magic as well. Was I not clear with that? Because I think both of those swords that I was talking to you about in Elden Ring, that's what about Elden Ring, they both contribute to cold, if I'm not mistaken. Or am I mistaken?
I remember Friendster, but I never had one. I did have a MySpace though, and
I had a Zanga.
I enjoyed MySpace for the fact that you could you know, creatively like decorate your profile, add your music, all of that stuff. If you, especially like with coding, like you could create your own, like I would design my own profiles for MySpace rather than just using a template from like websites at the time. So it was really like good for me creatively.
Yeah.
But I hated the top 8, top 4, all of that BS. I'm pretty sure I was one of those people that kept Tom forever.
I don't know if I kept Tom. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
Comfy in all caps. I guess. I thought we were talking about the Claymore Lamau.
We were also talking about the Claymore moveset, Lamasiao.
I don't think anyone has referred or recommended us to play the South Park games ever, Shane. So I'm not sure where this is coming from.
I think they came up with another one, didn't they?
Well, Shane can't wait for us to play them. I will add this to the list, and you'll be the first suggestion there for that game.
Like, we won't get demonetized, will we? I don't want anything to happen to the channel. Because the first one is literally titled Fractured Butthole, so...
MySpace is still a thing, like, for musicians specifically, like, in the music space. Like, there's a lot of people that still do kind of use it, and Tom is still well and alive and doing things.
He is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Kirby said Tom sold MySpace for $580 million. He did just fine.
What if he had held out? It probably could have been more.
And Kate says that the South Park game is pretty mature. Shane says, would love to see you play them, but don't think you can. What if we played it off stream and then made a supercut of it with all of the bad stuff out? Then they would defeat the purpose, huh?
Well, I think that's part of the charm, the maturity aspect.
As far as Assassin's Creed or Mass Effect go, it's definitely not a priority custom. They are longer games. And there's other longer games that kind of rank it out.
Like I've mentioned in the past, if there was any of that, if we ever did,
Breaking
it'd
my
probably
heart,
be the first 4 Assassin's Creeds. I'm not sure about Mass Effect.
Okay.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Doing? You're just
Blur everything.
Let me handle the rest of these guys.
Blur everything and garble the audio, right?
I'm sure everyone will like rush to watch that.
Oh yes. It's like we played South Park, but it's censored.
Apparently it was made to offend people, to be fair.
Yeah, see that's the thing. It's like I don't know. I think there was a life once upon a time, but I haven't watched South Park in a good like 10 years.
I don't think Doza is very like good at stealth games.
What are you talking about? Metal Gear is absolutely happening.
You haven't played it, so how do we know you're good at stealth games? That being said, Dishonored is a game that has been recommended before, but I'll make sure to know that you're interested as well.
I know we have the first 2. Okay, so BioShock comes before Dishonored. And I want Nush to play the first BioShock.
For some reason.
For some reason.
I don't know. When we started first, like writing down all the suggestions, like from the community, we used to do the classic tally mark system of like how many people like were saying it again and again to see like how, like that's how we prioritize like, you know, what we can buy from sales, what we can play, what have you. And it's been interesting to see. Like sometimes I'll put notes of like who said what, and it'll be like, oh, this person said this like, you know, in 2022, and now they are saying the same game in 2024, and I love seeing that.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, what building is this? Nush,
I
quick.
thought Doza was
Pop
joking
quiz.
when he said the fractured butthole thing, but Shane's saying that's an actual thing.
No, that is that
Oh.
is what it's called.
Okay.
That's just the first one, so probably the least spicy one.
What am I supposed to say? That it's Central Park?
Nope.
Oh,
we
what?
passed it.
What was it?
I don't know. That's why I was asking.
That's okay.
It's okay.
As long as you're, you know.
Oh, no!
Oh, don't fall. Use the fire escape, Spider-Man.
That's what it's for. Escaping fire. I'm gonna cut him off at the pass. Oh, jeez! I just came to a complete standstill.
Ooh, big yikes, Kate. Friend just sent me a voicemail, like 5 people talking at the same time. That would be hard to understand, I'd feel.
I would think so as well.
I really enjoy the fact that there's now like the voicemail that like you don't have to listen to it anymore. It just like transcribes it out for you. I much prefer that. But then if it's from like certain family members, I like listening to it. But everyone else, it's like I'm just gonna read it, and that's convenient.
Sure, makes sense to me. I gotta get closer.
It was subtle, but Comfy caught that Metal Gear reference, Doza. He said, "You know, I got you, BB."
Oh my gosh, I can't get anything past Comfy.
It's almost like you guys are like the same, but not.
I don't know about that.
You guys are very
I think he
similar,
has a lot
though.
of character traits that are unique to him.
Of course, you both are
He can
completely
exist
unique.
without being a part of me.
I'm aware, but when it comes to references,
Did y'all see how I turned that around on her so quickly?
Yeah.
That was fun.
You.
Me.
Your family does this thing where like everyone for the most part is like, we're all the same. And then it's like, no, you're not. And whenever I say that, then like you guys fight it back. And then now when I'm saying you guys are the same, you're saying, no, we're not.
No, we're not.
Exactly. You're not the only one who does this though.
Does my sister do this?
She always does. And then when she serves you right.
I did get. Oh, I should not have done that.
Your sister always says that you guys are the same, and then you're like, no. But then it's like, we're kind of the same, aren't we? But like, not in front of her. You'll never admit it to her.
Well,
you guys are all different and unique in your own ways. It's just that there are quite a bit of similarities between the fam fam.
The clan.
Sure.
Quick, where's this? Where's this, Nush? Where's this?
That's the church.
Okay, which one?
I mean, you could be any church, really.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because, like, I don't see the Nintendo store here.
Where's
Or the Lego store.
Where's the Rockefeller tree?
It's not Christmas time, so you're not going to see the tree.
Yeah, but, like, it doesn't, like, get dry? Lose its leaves? Then grow back?
They bring it in and take it out. There's a different tree every year.
Wow, that's really metal. Just drag a corpse all the way over here.
I'm sure they do something with it. I'm not exactly, like, familiar
Maybe
with the
they
full...
make paper out of it.
Maybe.
Pine-scented paper.
Have you ever made paper from scratch?
No. No, I have not.
I have. It's
Was
a
it
thing.
fun?
It was okay.
Okay, so you had some time. You had some fun time with it.
I've done that thing where you can, like, make paper and you put seeds into it. So once you've used the paper, you can, like, plant it and then flowers grow from it.
Mmm.
Yeah. Very eco-friendly.
That's pretty cool.
I think so.
Why am I getting farther away?
Or is it just getting closer?
No, it's... No, Noosh, it's getting farther.
Ninjatron said, Doza, I'm gonna start speaking louder at you.
Oh, right. The tongue twister.
It's been here on the screen this whole time.
I'm sorry. I've been stuck in this mission. That's what it has been. Almost constant. I said almost, so I'm not lying.
Are there any other show, like surrounding show, like TV shows, video games that you guys would like to see that are maybe more appropriate for streaming purposes? Or movie ones?
Movie games? You mean like Ratatouille?
We played that one already.
I said like. I said like.
What happens to the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree after the holidays? Rockefeller Center usually selects a Norway spruce as its holiday showstopper. Once the tree comes down, the trunks are milled into 2x4 and 2x6 beams that are then donated to Habitat for Humanity. And Kate said that as well. Thank you guys both for educating us on
I might
that.
have never known that if we didn't have this exchange right here, right now.
Now I bet you will know it forever, and one day when it's a Jeopardy question, you're going to answer it correctly. Isn't that right?
That's true. It'll be like, which... I mean, this...
Thing. If we work together,
What happens to...
No, it can't be a question. It has to be an answer. That's what Jeopardy's like, you know, whole thing. See, I tried and I failed, and then you did the same thing.
I
and
didn't.
I'm here for
I
you.
was not... How do you
here for
not
you.
know that I was going to do the question as the answer that the contestant would say and then tell you the clue?
Well, because you didn't tell me.
You didn't let me finish.
You know what? I should have let you finish.
Yeah.
So what were you going to do?
So
Go on.
Call me?
Go on.
Well, Shane suggested Scooby-Doo Night of 1,000 Frights.
Yes!
Sure, she's not a robot.
Doza loves Scooby-Doo.
Comfy, do you have your copy? Please tell me yes.
I thought you were going to say, Comfy, do you copy? Like,
Comfy, do you copy?
walkie-talkie.
Are you reading Shane right now?
You picking up what I'm putting down?
Better check it out.
Oh my gosh.
We still have a Comfy Splatoon copy.
Do we have any previous things that... Yes, I know we do. Do we have any previous games that we've said, I don't want to be caught out, you know, in the open, that we've hinted at for, like, Halloween times? Because Scooby-Doo is, that could be a contender. I'm just saying. You won't be scared. I don't think. I mean,
hope
1,000
not.
frights, that's a lot of frights. Anyways,
That
let's
really
get this
is.
thumb twister.
Avatar The Last Airbender, Quest for Balance. Seen every gamer rage while playing it, but you guys are really chill, so I want to see you play it.
Have a single agent pinned down.
That has been suggested before, so we shall see. Twinkle Toes.
Alright, let's get this keep saying thumb twister.
You can't even say tongue twister, right?
Armor piercing, high explosive, fin stabilized, discarding Sabat, high explosive, anti-tank round.
Well, there you go.
Is it pronounced Sabat? I'm gonna take down the big guy.
So Kate said on Jeopardy, it's for 100. The Rockefeller tree is donated to this charity that builds house for the poor. What
True.
is
No,
Habitat for
that's not how we
Humanity?
play. What is true?
What? You see, I like how Kate just did it for us and you still butchered it.
Well, I like to think of it as a collaborative effort, but thanks for doing all the work. I motioned towards where the chat was with my hand.
There were plans to play Phasmophobia in Discord before the hiatus. Doza? Where are you at with all that now?
Well, gee, I don't know. I mean, Lethal Company came out. How's that going?
I don't know. Why are you looking at me?
No, nobody's brought it up. Nobody's brought up Lethal
You have to teach me
Company.
how you do
Is
all
Amogus back?
I wish I could say there was an art to it.
The good thing about
Mostly I
Dishonored
just try to go where
is
the bullets
that
are.
it's not stream friendly if you want it to be.
I am in your debt.
I don't.
What were these
I
guys
only
after?
played through the first,
These are
so I don't exactly
humanitarian
know what you mean.
supplies bound
But
for
is that in
Siberia.
the same way of
Avoid
like
the civil unrest?
I
Far
heard
Cry
it was more of a
3,
civil
where it's
war.
stream friendly unless it isn't because
Well,
of this
These
decision
men
you
attacked
make?
me and
Do you mean
stole
like
most of the
that,
supplies.
Krish?
But they took them. I do not know.
I'll keep an eye out and let you know if I find any. Nice to meet you.
Well, killing people is not a problem.
David.
Everyone knows violence is
David
fine.
Obademi.
It's anything lewd that's a problem.
Spider. Spider-Man. Okay, that sounded way less.
Spider-Man.
Nice.
So, Comfy says Lethal Company will be way more fun than Phasma at this point,
Head to Soho. I have a lead I need you to
but
check out.
he still wants to play both,
Jailhouse sources
please.
just told me that some of Hammerhead's
So
guys are
Doza,
all
ball
gonna
is in
serve
your
pizza
court.
shop.
Okay.
It's March Madness.
Find out
Go
where
ahead.
Hammerhead's
Let's see if we're
supplies
gonna get to
No.
Sweet 16
Just
or
once
what.
I'd like to have a phone call where we talk to each other about our days.
Will we have a
Normal
Cinderella
people.
story? Will the game finally be played?
Is there a Cinderella video game?
How was your day?
Yes.
Well, say
About
hello to the
Cinderella?
bad guys.
Disney Princess Enchanted Journey.
Together.
In
That's
concept.
About all of the
Find a way to work it
princesses.
out.
so I guess kind of yes.
Yes.
Powerful to take on alone.
Oh, I suppose so.
My jailhouse source also said that
Lethal
Hammerhead's
Company
using
has a
this
mod that we
Project
can use to get
Olympus
more
stuff
than
to,
4
quote,
people onto.
improve
Yep.
himself even further.
That's the one that we saw
He was already a
Shane
walking
and
tank.
Potato and
Potato.
Fry play, right? Yeah.
Yeah, fried potato.
Fried potato.
How do we get that trio into a cool sounding name?
Like Shane Fried Potato?
Yeah. Y'all can workshop it. We'll be here.
Too many people around.
No, not
Ghost
the
of
people.
Tsushima is a
something
game
like
that
this.
Doza wants
See
to
if I
play.
ditch
It
the
is
suit.
on our list, Sumaku.
Have they brought it to PC yet?
That's kind of what we're waiting on.
There.
Yeah, I hear.
I
if you
think
like
that,
Sekiro,
God
you
of
like that,
War
right?
as well.
Hey, I
God
think
of
that's the place that
War.
got a 3-star
That's a
review
big
in Google
one.
last week.
Does anybody still want Red Dead Redemption? I haven't heard it in a while, so I'm curious.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm wondering if there's a way I could play it with mouse and keyboard.
Hey, come on. We gotta run an errand for Tony.
That's probably not worth the trouble.
I know.
Well, we're Peter Park. I can't believe it.
To run an errand
We're
for
playing as
Tony?
Peter?
These
Yeah.
have to be Hammerhead's men. Better follow him.
You don't look
But
sussy at
not
all,
Too close.
Oh, we have to follow these guys.
but not too close.
Right, because they share the same character models as the
You're
other
just gonna
guys.
walk through traffic? Fair.
It's New York. Nobody drives.
Boss probably has him doing something.
I said walk through traffic.
Exactly. That's why I'm doing that. Oh, this is like Assassin's Creed, where you have to like blend in with the groups. Yeah, I've played it before. Well, I played the online.
I don't know.
Brotherhood was the best. The only one I played.
There are some like shorter like Disney games that we would probably play before Kingdom Hearts, but we don't even own Kingdom Hearts yet. That's kind of why. We do own some other Disney games though.
Well, you know, we have this
look,
nice
someone posted a cat
controller
video.
that could
Better
probably
watch
play
that
them Kingdom
right
Hearts
now.
games.
Nah, all these kids look the same.
He's also
Because
the one
a
who
while
wants
ago
to
we had gotten a
tap into
PS4
the
controller.
Yeah, like that's
You know, because the one that we had was
Sounds
getting
like a good
lonely.
plan to me. And if we get her, we get
So
the rest of her stuff,
lonely.
It had nobody
To
to
call
call also a PS4
itself.
controller with itself. That's Akon, right?
I believe so.
DJ Akon.
No, he's not a DJ.
Listen, I'm
He's
gonna go
not?
talk this out.
You telling me he doesn't know how to
Akon
mix?
actually
Are you
played-
insulting Akon right now?
I'm not insulting him. He was actually at the pre-wedding festivities for Ambani's
Gotta get
son
closer
over the
to hear what they're
weekend,
saying.
along with
I
Rihanna,
can't
the
get next
performance
to
of
him.
a lifetime.
Maybe
So they
I can
both
get a
came out of
breath.
retirement
We'll
to
get
like
out of sight.
perform at the
Maybe climbing
pre-wedding
walls until I'm
festivities.
hidden.
Not even the wedding.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
I guess that is what it is.
it is what it is.
Oh.
So Kessler
Rat-
still wants us to play Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Yeah. And no worries, Shane. Have a very good night and a great weekend ahead.
Okay. And a Merry Christmas. I don't know. You said it with that kind of energy, so. How is this not safe? We need to find a wall.
That is so true and so real, y'all. What Comfy's saying in chat right now. Real talk, no memes, no lies, no cap. Comfy's mom was actually godlike at Assassin's Creed Brotherhood multiplayer. Way better than Comfy ever was. I didn't know about the part like better than Comfy, but I did know that she was amazing at
Gotta get to that
Assassin's
alleyway.
Creed. She also talks about it super passionately.
Yes. She knew all the best setups to get the most amount of points out of her kills. It was hilarious.
We were recently talking to her about the positive benefits of gaming, and it was really cool, like, knowing her background a little bit to why she was, like, totally cool with it, you know? And, like, obviously, like, also kind of allowed you, and as well as, like, Doza in a way, to, like, you guys should be able to play games. It's a good, positive thing in your lives.
Slot C3.
That's true. As long as the homework was done, it was pretty lax, which was great.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Stimulating conversation, guys, but I've heard enough.
Parents could never. Yeah, same.
Oh, jeez.
So, my mom actually, like, played quite a bit of Mario with us as a kid.
That's really sweet. I'm getting rid of this guy immediately.
I wouldn't say, like, she was the best, but neither am I.
I never
But
said you
we
were
had
the
fun
best,
with it.
But you were... Yes, exactly.
She really loved Yoshi.
I was like, huh? What game is
Yoshi.
that? Sounds really cool.
Super Mario World goes hard.
Do you want to play Yoshi's Story?
Didn't we play?
No, we played Crafted World.
We haven't played Woolly World yet.
No, but we need to play a Kirby game. Oh, I think I have an idea for our next Kirby game.
Which one?
It's co-op.
Oh, like
believe
Amazing
it?
Mirror?
Kinda, I guess. I don't know. I've never played it. Did I really leave the guy who shot at me alive last? It's crazy. It's called Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Is it a big piece of yarn?
Well, I mean, everything's made of yarn, and Kirby's pink, and the other character is blue.
Just like us.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
So I think that we should consider that soonish.
And we, speaking of considering, we do plan to get the Kingdom Hearts like all in one thing. There was a deal recently, but we're kind of maxed out of our gaming budget for a little bit.
Yeah.
So we have to wait for some of the things. I'm kind of waiting for tax season to be over for anything really at this point, which is coming to an end.
Yeah.
We signed over some stuff today again.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
We see it. It's close.
So
That's not it.
hopefully, fingers crossed, things go well.
Epic Garden should have been a Sonic game. Don't at me. Fun game though.
Really? A co-op Sonic game? I've never seen that.
C3.
When you say dried, William, like dried sweet potato, do you mean like dehydrated? Like you're making like a snacky snack?
Well, hello there, Tony's laptop.
I love sweet potato, like roasting it, sweet potato chips, sweet potato fries. Like sweet potato is great. It goes in, like so versatile, just like regular potatoes, but it is different. Our go-to, like when Doza and I first like
Started
met,
dating.
yeah, when we first started dating, like any like time we had to make anything for family for a while, it really was this like spiced up roasted sweet potato thing for the holidays. Until finally I was like, you know what? I'm Indian. I'm gonna make samosas. And then that became like the go-to thing for a while.
I remember when we made
And then we
gnocchi.
took over stuffing for Thanksgiving for a while.
Hey, Pete.
And then the pandemic happened, and then now we just kind of do our own thing for holidays.
Yep.
Research on some Karia.
I'll make it quick then.
Okay, so there's no redemptions that I've missed.
Dehydrated,
Yeah.
cut into strips, and lightly sweetened. Ooh, nice.
It's him.
Glad you're enjoying some snackies tonight. Does anyone else have any stream snacks or dinner or anything?
Stream snacks? Oh, that sounds awesome.
You're like, oh yeah, I'm Indian. Well, cause like I don't think it was the first Thanksgiving together, or was it that I brought samosas already? Because we weren't living together yet.
No, but I think it was the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
You
like,
brought sweet potato.
Did I?
Or did you not make anything?
No, I did.
You
think I
brought the
did.
sweet potato and I brought samosas. Because we didn't live together at the time, so we made it separately and then we joined up.
So sad.
It doesn't, you don't just move in after you start dating.
I would have enjoyed your company. Let's put it that way.
There's Tony.
You can absolutely have a samosa, Kessler. Everyone deserves samosas. They're the best.
Yes. Go right ahead.
A Nutella crepe with strawberries and that sounds so good, Kate. I haven't had a crepe in a while.
No.
We have 2 bananas that need to be turned into banana bread or banana pancakes or some kind of baked situation because they've you know, ripened a lot. We love talking about food, Ninjatron. You know that's like a natural thing that happens here.
I don't want excuses.
You should get a snacky snack. I know it's like later for you, but like a midnight snack potentially. I don't know what time it is for you, but I assume it's late.
Oh, I knew it was not safe, and I did
Why
it
are
anyways.
these goons blind? Because it's a Spider-Man game.
Spider-Man, he's like a bug. It's really hard to see bugs. You know? Does that make sense? And I said he's like a bug. I know he's an arachnophobia kid. Oh, that was cool. Man, these guys are so easy.
William, you would definitely beat us in the race to play Kingdom Hearts if we play it side by side. But we accept the race and challenge, and we really do enjoy it when people play games alongside us as we play, even if it's like, haha, I beat you or I'm doing better than you. It's funny. I get a kick out of it.
I really like it when they're like, ooh, this part.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You see that Sable chick?
3 AM snacks are a thing. Honestly, any time is a great time to have a snack.
I could really go for a banana Nutella
But
crepe.
she doesn't really listen to me.
We could probably make it.
A little bit of peanut butter and some powdered sugar. Just a full-on cavity-inducing dessert.
Wait.
When's the last time you had a cavity?
Long time ago.
Well, good on you for good hygiene.
Well, see, the cavities
Is it
I did
even
have
a
was
good
not
hygiene like
it wasn't
thing?
hygiene related. No.
Yeah, cavities are just.
It was a childhood fever thing somehow because biology makes sense. I had 3 cavities all
It
at
is the
once.
study of life.
Well, they need to work on that because I still don't know things about stuff. Like, why can't I draw anatomy good? Make it easier. Speaking of which, I think we saw something on Shark Tank about making drawing easier. They'd like show you.
What's this app?
Yeah, they like break down how the art is put together instead of you having to like absorb this slowly over time. It's like, no, this is how this works. This is
Did
how
they
you
end
can
up
practice
getting a
it.
deal?
I have no
remember.
idea. I don't really pay attention if they land a deal or not. I mean, I do in the moment, but I'm not gonna remember.
I remember most, but like, I mean, not most, but like the ones that stand out to me. I do remember that pitch, but, eh.
I was on board, but then they're like subscription costs. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like cavities aren't just from, like there's so many different ways that people can get them. Having your first only 2 years ago though, that's like the fact that you didn't have any as a kid, because I feel like kids are more prone to it, right?
I just think that like they don't
They
have.
make it a big deal.
They don't have the basis for a hygiene. That's taught.
Nah, true.
You don't just accidentally have good teeth for the most part.
And bye, Umaku. Have a great weekend ahead.
Take it easy.
Some kind of advanced warning.
I can handle this.
I'm sort of tempted to sit back and watch, but that would just be petty.
Oh no, she's stuck. Oh well.
Trapped over their own tech. Looks like the whole thing is powered by those.
Yeah, I mean, Scrub Daddy being one of like the best deals ever on Shark Tank, like pitches and everything, they're doing phenomenally now.
Silver, or is it something else?
Whoa. Where am I floating? That was super weird.
You don't have any friends, do you? And I bet you're proud of that for some reason.
I need to shoot this. Just let me shoot this.
Got it. Hang tight while I work on the other ones. Get it? Hang tight.
That's funny, Spider-Man.
You know, talking about
You're absolutely right, Rowlett. I love Scrub Daddy's CEO being unhinged, and like their social media, like whoever's handling all of that, their whole team, like it's hilarious, and we're here for it.
Okay, now let's get out of here.
I think humor-based marketing is probably the best.
Doza likes to put our Scrub Daddy sponges in funny ways in our like near our sink to where it's staring at us from like every part of the room.
Correct. Why not, right?
Yeah.
You might as well have fun with it.
I don't think the CEO does it completely on his own though, but yes, he's a big part of like the voice of and the brand, right? Like he is the brand in a way. But there are others for sure.
Oh my gosh, this hurts.
I thought it was genius when they did the marketing thing along with Duolingo and like the owl and the Scrub Daddy, and then they had the babies, like that whole thing, and they keep it continuing. Like it wasn't just a one-time thing, they just keep going with it. I think Duolingo's social media has been phenomenal too.
Yeah, it's coming around to not being cringe and to being like kind of
It's
endearing.
effective.
Yeah, I would say so. I did see like an extremely Gen Z, like goofy awe kind of meme from what is Tony the Tiger?
Oh, the cereal.
Yeah,
Frosted
it was.
Flakes.
It was so. It was unhinged. It was like, this is so not funny. It comes around to being funny. That's kind of how I felt about it, and it was like Tony the Tiger with like the it was a deep fried Tony the Tiger meme, and then on top of that, he was T-posing in the black void, and there was like a box of like cornflakes next to him, and that was the whole thing.
How does one deep fry a meme?
You turn up the contrast really high, as well as like saturation, and increase the sharpness. That's generally that's all you have to do to deep fry a meme.
There you go. You learned it here today.
My soup power got ready.
Deep fry all the memes.
Mm-hmm. It was super popular back in like, I want to say like 2016, somewhere around there. There's a lot of them.
Here. Hammerhead will come to us.
Not so sure that's a good idea.
I'm gonna just take care of this guy. I don't like it when they're shooting at me, you know? It hurts my feelings.
I'm sorry it hurts your feelings.
Yeah.
Just keep doing what you're doing.
I don't mess with certain cereals because I, like, when it comes to teeth, I mean, you only get one set, and I know that there's other things to do.
For the past 2 months, Doza's been eating my cereal. And by my cereal, I just mean, like, my first choice cereal, and his first choice cereal has still been there. Like, he's finished mine, though, more than I eat it. Because I don't eat cereal all the time. It's very much, like, once every, like, I don't know, 2 weeks-ish. I'm not huge on cereal. But, like, when I do want it, I've noticed lately that Doza's eaten my cereal.
I'm so sorry.
But it's, like, hours. Like, he can eat it if he wants. But, like, I wish he would tell me. I wish he would tell me before it finishes, because I don't
No, I tell you before it finishes. I'm not an animal. This is fake news. What the hell?
Like,
I tell you.
You don't. We have a little thing on the fridge that, like, you're supposed to write it in.
If I pour it for her and it's her amount that ends up finishing it, I may not tell her in the moment. Because I don't.
But then how am I supposed to know?
I do not want you to feel bad, guilty, or sad when you're trying to enjoy your favorite cereal. I will wait till after you finish.
It's not even my favorite. But, like, the worst thing is when you're craving cereal and you don't have it.
Your favorite of the ones that we have.
So you know what I mean? Like, when you're craving something and you don't have it, that's the worst.
Oh, what the hell? It is the worst. It's bad.
Doza, just make sure you rinse your mouth out with water after eating lots of sugar, and make sure you brush and floss, and you'll be fine. Doza's actually way better and more attentive with flossing than I am.
I just kept getting crap from it from my dentist growing up. It's like, oh, you haven't been flossing, well, your gums are bleeding. I'm like, well, it's definitely not the needle you're stabbing me with. And so I just kept doing that. I just kept flossing.
He goes hard.
Obsessive, not hard. I don't make myself.
Well, like, not hard like that. Like, I just mean he spends way more delicate time with it. And I'm just like, I was very impressed with his hygiene when we first moved in.
It's funny because that was also reinforced. My mom was telling her, and this was not too long ago, maybe a month or two. She was like, yeah, of my 3 kids, Doza's the cleanest.
Which is crazy. Because, like, I don't know.
The cleanest and neatest. And
the cleanest and neatest. But then, like, compared to, like, how I was raised.
Oh. Look who didn't die.
Doza.
Not besides me, yes.
Spider-Man.
No.
Hammerhead.
No, well, I mean, yeah, he's probably fine.
I think this is near the end, Ninjatron. We're on part 3, that's all I know, and that's the last part.
Maybe I've just been doing really good.
Maybe he did put his head in a robot.
Kind of reminded me of that one scene in Avengers with Tony Stark. Where he, like, turns the turbine thing, and then he gets all chopped up.
So, I have been trying to introduce Doza to tongue cleaning. Do any of y'all do that? Like a tongue scraper?
I brush my tongue? Is that not what I'm supposed to do? Am I disgusting for admitting that?
No. Like, we're just talking about
because
things.
Because a lot of one of the leading causes of bad breath is a dirty tongue.
You get, like, do y'all even have a tongue scraper? Like, I grew up with one because, like, it's pretty common, like, in, I guess, Indian households. I don't know.
I wouldn't know.
You're alive.
Did you honestly think I was dead?
No. Nobody thought that.
How did you find
I can't believe Black Cat's trying to be MJ again!
Well, we saw what happened to her the first time.
Watch out.
What? We changed suits so many times. How was she tracking us? I mean, she was listening to all the conversations.
Watching us.
Long enough to know you're making a mistake. Hammerhead's gotten too
Okay, I thought we were
powerful.
talking about MJ again.
Do you really think I have
No worries, Blue. I hope you've been enjoying all of that today. Happy Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is that?
It's a
Everything you need
USB.
to know about that ugly thing.
Ugly thing. Are we talking about MJ? Are we talking about the
MJ's
kid?
not ugly. Sorry for making me
But now
like
we're even.
lead you on.
What are we even for? What did Spider-Man
One more
do?
thing. His head,
The kid?
not as strong as you think it is.
So we know that Hammerhead has a plate on his forehead. So if we just shoot him in the back of the head, he'll die.
Okay.
Because the bullet will ricochet around the plate, and it'll turn his brain into lasagna.
Lasagna.
Yeah, like, exactly, lasagna. It's not my mistake.
I'm so sorry that you had to learn that fact the hard way, Kate. Doza's about to learn it for the first time right now. I had a feeling you did it. I was waiting for you to read it yourself.
Okay. So yes, Pepto-Bismol does cause your tongue to like turn black. But what you mean? You added disease to my knowledge. What is happening? What is going on? I'm scared.
And Rowlet, why do you hate MJ so much? What did MJ do?
Not be Black Cat? I don't know.
Should we change our suit because we're getting close to the end?
Oh sure.
Do you guys have any preferences?
Let's look at the suits.
Do you have any new ones? No?
By the way, I'm really liking the web power. It's just such a get out of jail free card.
Web Blossom?
Yeah, Web Blossom. That's what it was. You remember?
I pay attention.
Let's see.
Ninjatron with the suit again.
Is this the suit? This is the Andrew Garfield suit. And this is the France
suit with
suit.
the shoes. They
For
ruined
Italy.
it.
Shoot with the suit.
What?
The tongue twister. What the hell? I don't know what shape it is, Ninjatron. I don't know what shape the plate is. It could work that way. Sorry.
Big yikes. Did y'all hear that?
Everyone pretend no. So what do you think, Nush? What do you want to wear? Do you want to wear the comic book suit again, or...
What's your favorite?
My favorite? That's
End
hard
with
to
a bang?
say.
Yes, y'all did. I'm sorry. The mic was bumped.
Yes, a little bit there. Well, this one's kind of cool. It's like the first one. Oh, that's one from the movie. Wait, we have more than one of these? Or did I just look at the same one? This one? Spider-Punk?
Do you want Spider-Punk? We can do Spider-Punk.
Let's do Spider-Punk.
Spider-Punk. Spider-Punk. He's got a mohawk and it's so spunky.
And he's got an attitude, but that's okay.
And a denim vest with the sleeves cut off.
Watch out, it's Spider-Punk.
Hello. Hi, David. It's Spider-Man.
No, it's Spider-Punk. Come on now, we rehearsed this.
When you don't even know your own name.
Well, there's just one wrinkle.
It's like that SpongeBob meme where it's like, can't find a name.
No, it's Patrick.
There's also that. No, it's the hash-slinging slasher.
Why don't I scope out their hideouts first and get back to you?
Thank you, Spider-Man. I greatly appreciate all your help.
Thank you, David.
You're welcome, David.
Time to check in with MJ.
Peter, are you okay?
I'm guessing this is the final.
I mean, don't we all have a love-hate relationship with the government?
Black Cat.
Not just Spider-Punk.
Not this time.
I knew she was still alive.
Government, good when do good, bad when do bad.
And giving
Love,
me a lead on
hate.
Hammerhead's hideouts.
Exactly.
Turns out he's been stashing all of the stolen Sable tech underground.
What?
Is
Look at all these
Hammerhead
ad
still alive?
placements.
Find out.
I try to tune it
Rescue
out.
Sable, if she's still alive.
Listen, I've been digging into this Simcaria thing. It's a big story. Something I feel like I need to be a part of. My boss agrees.
What? MJ, no.
Spider-Man killed the president in the comics? That's intense. He must really hate the government then, Rowlet.
That's it. Wow. There's so many stories still left to be told.
Which is why I was saying they should create more. Like content, like more shows or movies, like different versions.
Exactly. That's what the
All
multiverse is
there.
for, isn't it?
Stop recreating stuff. Just do more original stuff.
Oh, well then that would be not that then.
I mean, like, turn more of the comic storylines to movies. Don't do the same story, but like recast it now. That's already been a movie.
But it's about branding and about having an actor's
Spider-Man
face
is
attached
the
to
brand.
it. Yeah, but Tom Holland is very marketable right
He's
now.
also Nathan Drake, and like that movie, like I don't think we're gonna see another Uncharted movie, and that's really sad.
I am really sad about that.
Like they could have done better.
Like, yeah, I mean the source material is right there.
We are getting more The Last of Us though.
Yes.
So that's exciting.
Thank goodness.
I'm so glad Pedro Pascal won the SAG award for it. He was so shook. I loved his speech, everything about it.
Yeah, it was great.
Crazy.
Big agree.
Doza gonna pretend like he did just smack fire out of Pete's head on the wall.
Smack fire.
Well, because you bumped your head. You can't. He constantly does that though.
Bonk.
Look
bonk,
at that.
Bonk, 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 bonk.
That is not pleasant to see.
Looks like some loose bricks up ahead.
Osborn, like the.
Okay, onward.
He was president.
Oh, is that what happened? Because we got the Oscorp little like thing. What the? Okay, I can do this.
Wee.
That's what I needed to do with the water towers the other day.
Yeah.
Oh, anyways,
It's all coming together.
I'm never coming back to that ever. Safe? Danger.
You're just not very observant.
Danger, Will Robinson.
We're gonna go right here. I never learned who Will Robinson.
Oh,
no!
so right, okay. The president Spider-Punk killed was Osborn in the comic that Rowlett was referencing. Got it. I'm caught up.
Oh my gosh, this was such a bad decision. I have to dodge like every like second, really.
Keep moving. The challenge is to not stay still.
I'm just trying to get closer to this guy. Oh my god. No, not the big dude. Yes. No, I definitely hit the dodge button. Okay, this gives me some cover. Let's just keep throwing these.
Was it purely because you weren't really into reading in general that you didn't read any comics, Doza?
Comics cost money.
That too. Okay.
Yeah.
Noted.
So, and it was constant FOMO for me.
Did you read a lot of webcomics though? Once like the internet came about.
I watched.
You're that old. You didn't have internet.
I read like maybe one webcomic. For a little while. It was called Questionable Content, I think. Yeah. And then I stopped because there was a certain like kind of doomer-esque tone that the author had, and I was like, life's already sucks enough. So I moved on to just not reading at all.
That's interesting that MJ was depicted that way in the comics, but then is like the love interest and also like this good character in like most of the movies and stuff that I've seen anyways.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just don't know enough to like, I don't have strong feelings about certain characters other than like, maybe I'd have strong feelings of Venom, but I haven't watched the movies yet. But who knows?
$5 to $10 for maybe 10 minutes of reading. Yeah, that's not very cost efficient.
Exactly. So like, if my mom is going to be there at the store with me and I have a choice between getting a game this year or getting like 2 comics.
It was a game.
Yeah, even though it was going to cost more money, like it was one thing. I really sold the like, but mom, you just need to get me one thing all year, one thing. It's just one thing. Like I know that it's $60, but mom, it's one thing. There was I had constructed so many different like arguments in favor of like getting certain games or whatever. Like I would bargain so freaking hard. Whatever I could do or say to get what I wanted, I did. I know I hardly got what I wanted, but I got enough to like, you know, have a constant in my life, and for that I'm grateful.
Better not find any lions, tigers, or bears.
There we go.
If the Robinsons were a real family, they would have left Dr. Smith on a planet. He tried to sell Will into the circus, almost had the daughter sold to the devil, just constant harming the kids? Constantly harming the kids. Who, like, was this Spider-Man related?
Oh, I get this Robinson thing confused with Robinson Crusoe. Are we not talking about Robinson Crusoe?
I'm not sure. I don't know who Dr. Smith is either.
I know Doctor Strange. Any relation?
Died inside the thing, like the other guys. Who was it? Don't remember his name. Sal's cousin, I think.
Let me go ahead and do this.
Was it messy?
Nah, he just came out.
When were comics like 86 or 87 cents a copy?
Like the 50s, 60s, somewhere around there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, when ink didn't cost anything, and neither did paper, I guess. I don't know.
Boss ain't gonna like hearing. I think so.
Then forget.
I have to follow this.
Gotta do this quick, and then.
Oh, I actually don't know that reference. Danger Will Robinson, like I know that. I'm pretty sure I know it from like, I want to say Gilmore Girls, Kate. I don't know. But I actually don't know Lost in Space at all. I've been saying it for a long time. I've never seen it. I know.
I can't believe all the people in chat who are massive fans of Lost in Space.
They thought it was cool for a second, and now it's like, nope.
They cannot connect with Nush anymore on this. That's too bad.
Oi with the poodles.
I'm assuming that was another reference. Nah, I knew it was.
It was Gilmore Girls.
How is this danger? There we go. Yeah. Yeah. That's my favorite move. The mic guy. Leaf Hurricane Kick.
50 cents in 1950 is over $6 now. Inflation.
These things for the first time. Project Olympus.
Yeah.
There's been a lot on our TikTok feed lately of like the people going around like and interviewing people saying like how much does your house cost when you originally bought it kind of situation. And when some of these older couples say $15,000, I just want to scream.
I saw a meme. It was so funny. It was a bunch of like people at it was a bunch of older folk. Okay, boomers. They were all like they were at like a community center and they were all dancing and whatever. And it's like it was captioned like boomers when they sell their home for when they sell their home for like $17 million after buying it in 1969 for like 4 strawberries.
Oh goodness.
It's like, oh.
The amount of pop culture I learned from Gilmore Girls is pretty high. Even though I don't necessarily look up everything, I just kind of say it in the same context, and it usually works in my favor.
Very formative for you, huh?
Very. And it also is like one of those shows that
keeps on giving.
It does. You learn more and more each time you watch it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Most of it's overseas, though. What are you thinking, boss?
I bought my house for 50 cents and a bunch of grapes. So great.
Oh yeah, I bought my house in exchange for mowing the neighbor's yard for a week.
Well, we got those digging
That's
things.
funny. So my dad actually did give a card to someone who did like help out with like lawn maintenance stuff for a while, like for their son, because he helped out too. It was an older like car that was just passed down for a while. It was crazy. And I remember I was like, so he gets a car but I get nothing.
It does feel that way, doesn't it?
Sometimes. Yeah.
I thought you said I'd be indestructible.
Did he die?
I said almost indestructible.
Oscorp scientist, the plot thickens.
I thought Oscar wasn't a part of Hammerhead.
Well, maybe he has some dirt on him.
Sure what you mean. I mean what I said.
Spanish garlic steak pinwheels, anyone? William, you're cooking tonight, huh?
Can you take a picture? Because the whole pinwheel thing really entices me.
I don't eat steak, but I do enjoy a good pinwheel sometimes.
Yeah, I don't eat pinwheels either, but art is art.
Back when you could pay for college with a part-time job. When was that?
Like the 80s. Yeah, part-time job, buy a house and support your family. Oh, things are so effed. Oh my goodness. In the State of the Union, the president was talking about how there are more jobs than there were before. Specifically, more jobs that are being created that don't require a college degree, and that also apparently pay $100,000 or more. Which, I'm sure that there are some, but my initial thought was like, dang, we out here, we're like, we need to be making $100,000 in order to to do a fraction of the stuff what people in the back of the day used to make. Like, ooh.
Most people these days need like a side hustle to even enjoy more than just the basic necessities.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, that's why the Uber and all that,
Subterranean
DoorDash,
troop deployment vehicle.
all that stuff's been
That's the real
super
name?
popular
And they don't even
despite
get paid
being
enough.
no,
Big
it's
boy.
super popular despite how like difficult it can be. So, what else do I need to look at? This thing over here.
There are still some places and some
Hammerhead
people
gets
though
his
who can
hands
like
on
get
this
by
thing,
on like
we're in serious trouble.
$65,000 a year kind of thing, and they live very happily.
Some
Gary Vee
even
always
less.
talks about it, and I'm just like, he compares that to like some of his friends who are like millionaires, multimillionaires who don't like, who are not happy in life. So it's not really that money makes you happy. It's just, you know, something to think about.
only way
Like,
out
is
is
there really a
through.
dollar amount that's going to make you particularly enjoy life more? Yes, probably, because like enough to not worry
High
about
voltage
bills, having a
wires
roof
and
over your
sewer
head,
wire.
having food on the
What
table,
could
things like that,
possibly go
right?
wrong?
Yeah,
If there's one takeaway from this
Oop, that was
underground lair thing,
oddly
it's that
perfect.
Hammerhead should
Okay.
have fewer thugs with guns and a lot
I don't want
more
to get
safety
electrocuted.
inspectors.
Oh, this is weird.
I've never doom scrolled on Zillow before, but I'm so sorry that that's what ends up happening.
Whenever we were looking at properties, it was like, hey, check this one out. And then we
Yeah.
kind of left that alone because it would turn into doom scrolling.
There was a time
did-
that we
kept
were
doing
pretty
that.
serious about buying a house, though, but this was back when we both had corporate jobs. We were both doing well in our corporate jobs. We weren't thinking about like what was going to happen next as far as like our profession or employment kind of things would go. And we were pretty serious about like 2 of them. And then we're like, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm glad we said never mind, considering everything else that's transpired in our lives since then. Like, imagine being tied down with a house.
Why?
Yeah, I don't really want to
Because I
do
need
that.
I work alone.
We had started
I hate to
watching
say the
a
same
movie
thing.
in the background
I know
with
what's happening
Jennifer
in
Aniston
Sicaria. I know why
and
this
Paul
means so
Rudd.
much to you.
We put it on for like 10 minutes today.
I'm saying the
not
important
know?
part.
Oh, okay.
It starts off with them talking themselves
do to
into
make you
getting a
trust me?
studio apartment in New York.
Or a
That's-
micro loft,
Look,
as they were trying to
I think I know how
advertise
we can
it
take down
to
that
like
monster.
Make it
entice
more
them to get
enticing.
it.
Yeah, and it was just like, yeah, we could totally swing this. It's gonna be tight, but we can do it, and it's gonna be great.
And then they did
And
it.
then they did it, and then like bad things happened where their financial situation's completely 180.
And then they wanted to sell it, and then they were like, oh, the market's changed. It's only been like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
So-
it kind of felt even shorter than that.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
And it was, I don't even remember the square footage, but it was in New York, so it was very small.
Yeah, and I remember Paul Rudd said a particular line that kind of stuck out to me. He said, you know, we're not kids anymore. We might as well own something. That's like he was done with renting.
I think Jennifer Aniston said that.
Really?
I don't know. Again, we watched this for like 10, 15
I
minutes
have an
top,
amazing memory.
And then like we changed it to something else. But the movie goes on to where they join like a cult, and I was like, I'm not here for this right now. Like, I need something.
It was a
else.
it was a coven. But,
Okay,
but
whatever.
yes. Oh, I thought I was gonna have to fight
People's
her.
happiness capped out at around 117,000.
Oh, I do remember that.
That's a nice sweet number.
Sure,
I love that.
I wouldn't mind that. I think I could find a bit more
A bit of
happiness.
joy.
Yeah. You know, I can figure it out. I'll make the sacrifice. 100. What was it?
117,000. Yeah.
Yeah. Goodness.
Homeowners associations get pretty ridiculous too.
Oh, I imagine so.
It's really hard to find some without, because I know there's this one TikToker that always comes up on our feed who does like the whole gardening thing in the front and backyard, very sustainable, eco-friendly life, like style, grows everything and lives off of his land. And he always, like, people in the comments are always asking him, like, you don't have an HOA, right? And he's like, nope. So it's rare to find that.
Pretty lucky.
Yeah.
How about the other accounts that pick people off the streets, seemingly random people off the streets, and they
What's your job? What's your profession? How much do you make?
yeah, can we see your apartment?
That, and then also I was just driving by your house. Can we get a tour? Like, what do you do? Because you have this big expensive house. I feel like those have to be
They have to, because all these rich people, unless they're all just that like removed from reality that somebody's gonna come in and like stab you and steal your stuff. Like, come on now, how are you not constantly thinking about that? I am, and I don't even own a house.
I don't think it's random. I think they do the
No,
research.
of course not.
One that I do think is random though, maybe, or they're just really good at editing, is the one where they asked the New York City loved one, where it's like, hi, excuse me, are you guys in a relationship?
I want to.
Or are you guys a couple? And then like, how long have you been together? I
I
really
could see
like
that one being real. It's a numbers thing. You're only gonna upload
and
the good
you get
ones.
those natural reactions of, she's my mother.
Yeah. Well, we met when I was born.
Yeah.
William, I don't think the sun's gonna explode that quickly.
Medical records in
I think we have a couple million years on that, but don't quote me.
I don't think it's in our lifetime either.
Super strong, pretty sensitive.
Still fun to think about, huh?
Maybe the living one, yeah, but not the house one or the apartment one. I feel like you have to kind of like figure that out before.
Yeah, I could believe the living thing to be real.
I solemnly swear to do whatever you tell me to.
I solemnly swear.
I will call soon.
No good.
High five. Yeah. We're friends now. Best friends.
Besties.
I kind of do like this Sable character. She's interesting. I like her more than Black Cat, I'll tell you that. I guess MJ is whatever. I guess comparatively.
Guess I'll do some Spidey work while I wait for Sable's call.
We'll see.
Hey, what's
Yeah.
up?
I think you're referencing Are You Kidding TV, right, Kirby? Like they have the signs and then like you have to do stuff. We like those as well. They're fun.
What's with all the
But they're
yellow
never
stuff?
going to be around where we want them.
Is this some
So it would be like
Oh, those two guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the paper, and then they don't say anything. They just kind of stand there until someone does it all.
It's pretty funny. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to keep a stone face. Like, my poker face is terrible. Noosh thinks it's great. I don't think so.
Sometimes they do smirk and smile and stuff too.
Well, they don't show it, so how will I know? The editor!
Looks like someone was killed during a mugging, but nothing was
You met her as a it's just the inside part.
Oh,
Look at the audio recorder.
Got real cozy.
Hey, update about your negative suit that you like. There's a suit that's similar to it in the new Game Plus update that's behind 40 hours of gameplay, but it's free. That's a lot of gameplay.
As long as the gameplay is accomplished through other things that you're already doing, and it's not like here's a random singular 40-hour quest that you have to do that is only for this and nothing else.
In a way, though, like, isn't the time spent also like a form of currency? It's not free.
It
You
is,
gotta work
but
for it. Time, energy, sweat.
I think that time is the least respectable metric when it comes to earning something.
Like a battle pass.
Like a battle pass, and this is a big one for like mounts in World of Warcraft, like they have like a tiny drop percentage chance. Because then you have to like, for example, in WoW, there are raids, and these are like this is like the end game content, even if it's like previous expansion stuff. And the thing about raids is that you can only do them once a week because it's supposed to have the most powerful gear and all that. And if you could just run it over and over again, you'd be done with it and your character would be all decked out. So to respect people's time, there's a weekly lockout on how often you can do them. Unfortunately, that means that you only have one chance to get like a mount off of a special boss and once a week, and that's if you did it by yourself or if nobody else in your group wanted. And keep in mind, these are groups of typically 20 people. So these mounts can be ultra rare. But at the end of the day, aside from beating the boss, like if you're just going back to kill something that's easy, it's really just a time sink. And even worse, there's other ones that are just like, you need to be in the right area at the right time and maybe it spawned. Where it's, again, just a time sink. And I don't find time spent doing essentially nothing to be very engaging. I don't think it's good gameplay. So that's why I don't really respect it. Like, it's cool and it's great, and I hope that people who get stuff feel accomplished, but
That was a very thoughtful response, Doza.
Thank you.
Glad to hear it. What's up?
I've been listening to the police radio.
He gave me a
appreciate it.
look and a shrug.
Like constantly.
So Blue said it's not the same, it's similar though.
So there's
Also, you just have to get levels.
just have to get levels. Okay, so it's a thing you're already doing then? Like you get it by progressing through the game anyways.
Okay.
Because that seems fine. If you love the game and you really want it and there's plenty of good fun to have in a game, yeah, 40 hours is great. Like, I think we have 30 hours in this game.
With the DLC or without?
I'm sending as much as I can back.
I think it was like 28 without, but that's also, if you count how many hours we streamed, that doesn't count how, like, whatever AFK keeping the game open before stream, or if, like, I did a mission or two here and there. Because this game, when we first started playing it, it was super fun, and it was hard not to, like, be around it, but I also didn't want to do certain types of missions over and over and over again during stream. So, like, I did a mission
the
here.
main story for the most part, though.
Yeah, the main story was all on stream, and then like a handful of missions were off stream.
I think I'm close to another crime scene.
Where is it that I need to go? Do I just need to do crime right now? That's probably what needs to happen.
You need to stop the crime, not the crime.
No. I don't want to do the crime because I don't want to do the time.
Yeah.
Again, I don't respect the time, so. As previously stated. Okay, so what is it that we have to do?
I'm gonna lower the AC.
Yes, please. Down here, maybe? Do I have to go inside a door? What is my current objective? It says... Silver Saber returns to take back what's hers. An exciting conclusion. Okay, I think that's just the overall thing. Do I need to go lower then? I'll just see what's on the ground floor.
Nah, don't go lower. Go higher.
Higher? What else is there?
I don't know. I just came back.
I think this is the thing that I...
Can you swing onto the plane above?
Mystery person's calling card.
Where's the plane?
There was one earlier.
That's too far. That's
it
too
looked
far.
closer earlier.
How? It's tiny.
I don't know.
Okay, well, let's try.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm not.
Where are you supposed to go?
I don't know. I don't know unless the game gives me an exact location where I need to go.
Didn't it just show you earlier?
Oh, it's so close to that one. Maybe I could have reached
Doza,
it.
don't go for the plane.
Let's see. It says... Is it this? Is these things? No, that can't be it.
That's flashing. That's where you are, I assume.
Yeah. Yeah, that's me. That's me. Let's do some hammerhead crimes, if there are any, and maybe that's what I need to do, because I've had to do that in between other things, where I had to do hammerhead crimes, but I honestly don't see it. So, if I run in this general direction, we might, and we stay somewhat close to the ground, we'll probably run into some crime, and then it'll trigger whatever it is I need to do.
It said calling card, so is there something there?
I placed
R3?
I placed that marker there, I'm pretty sure. I thought I did.
You want to double check?
I want to double check. I appreciate the help, by the way. I know this could have probably been resolved if I paid a little closer attention.
But alas, we have
not
passed that, yeah.
So I'm R3ing right now. That's what that is. I don't see a...
Maybe on the map?
A light up thing. Yeah, what is it that I'm looking at? Crime scene recording collectible. Okay, so I don't think we need to be... I don't even think we need to be looking at here anymore. I don't think it's important. But let's try one of these. I don't think I've done one of these.
Pole?
Perch on the pole? This? Mission accomplished. Game complete.
Alright, that's it for...
The credits start rolling. Let's go here. I bet after we do one of these, because it seems new. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's nothing. But maybe we'll find something. So, Nush, what is your favorite thing about the Spider-Man game? And for everyone else. Favorite, number one favorite thing.
I love the swinging from buildings. Like, if you did nothing but just kept swinging and explored New York City and we could, like, just have fun with that, that's pretty poggers. Get some pizza. What's a chill day in Spider-Man's life look like when it's not fighting crime, you know?
Well, you see that little staircase on the mini-map?
Mm-hmm.
That is the icon for, locations. Like, landmarks.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's nice seeing it all. Like, I guess
oops.
my favorite, you know.
Sorry, everybody.
Just on top of everyone. My favorite part definitely is the fact that we're in New York City and, like, Spider-Man's just swinging through, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Makes me want to go and, like, you know, eat at a halal cart.
Clever.
That would be really great.
See, Blue had a dream where he could web swing today. That would be so cool if we could be able to do that. I feel like I'd be really scared at first, like, but once you get the hang of it, I think it'd be really fun.
Mm-hmm.
You have to find the recordings in that area.
She's a true mercenary at heart.
I think the I think
over
it
aid for her own
was
people.
something that I collected. I feel like.
More than a mercenary. Trust me. Anyway, let me know if you find those supplies.
Yes. Okay. One less sniper. That's good. Well, they have that dude.
At least
inside the little
Spider-Man has
thing.
infinite web, right? At least this version.
Yeah. I don't know if all of them ever did. Okay. So this guy, is he safe now?
Let's play the quiet game.
Okay, thank goodness. Yes, he was still safe. I'm doing really great at this stealth thing. I think I'm getting a lot better at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Thanks.
I like it's how it's endgame and you're getting good at it.
Well, you know, there was probably a time between
I think
people
you're
playing.
doing amazing, sweetheart.
Do you?
I do.
It's breezy outside and a bunch of leaves got moved around and I got scared. I guess. Right? Is that what that noise is?
Yeah, they're like turning, like it's like a little tornado type of situation. Like not a tornado, but like they're whirling around like in a circle on the ground on our balcony.
Well, that's kind of scary.
It's not a balcony, it's a patio because we're on the ground floor now.
It was really loud for us. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's go up here. And then... I don't want a web strike. Can I just do this? No! I was hoping. Sometimes when it's danger, it's not all bad. I need to get rid of all the melee dudes. There we go. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can do the thing.
Welcome to the air show.
What? How did this guy not get caught? That's okay, we'll do this. Wow, I've only done this 300 times? That's crazy. Careful now. Where did all these other guys come from? I feel like I only needed like 8 more.
Sometimes you can get lucky and it becomes safe while doing it.
I guess. I wonder if it's a timing thing. Or if like it's like a, well, technically I guess it could have worked. I don't know.
I'll try to keep it down. I was just wondering.
Oh, he hit me in the face. Stop, dude.
Home country, Simcaria.
Well, the Simcarian government has
It's a people see them thing. I guess. I guess it works out like that.
the opposition party, led by the Sablinova
You okay,
family,
Nush? You kind of seem shaken up.
No, I'm okay.
Okay, that's good.
Why do I seem shaken up?
I don't know.
I did kind of go quiet, huh?
You alright?
And hey, Alex, we did hear about that news.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be interesting to see what comes out over these next couple days now that that's like public information, because it was a thing that was like that happened a couple days ago.
Yeah. We're still processing feels about all of it, but yes, it's very sad. He was a phenomenal individual that has left his mark for sure, and I am curious to see how specifically those unfinished works, like if that's ever going to see light of day or not, you know?
Well, there was this, there have been some aspects of the different shows that he's worked on where he's like not the main person driving the story, but he like gets all creative approval.
Sure.
So I imagine on some capacity we'll still see some of his work.
Yeah.
Like I remember when
So you web blocked some civilians, but not these guys.
I did web block. Oh, I can do it again.
Look at that! You cleared him out.
We're the best. Ow.
And then you get hurt.
I just want this guy.
Low-key, I feel like
done.
you forgot until like Kirby reminded you.
This happens a lot, I guess.
That's okay.
Oh, okay. These guys are just meat cushions. Like I just gotta keep punching until he decides he's ready to
I don't like
end
the
it.
word meat cushions. That sounds weird.
Okay. Meat flaps? Is that better?
No.
Okay.
No.
This does not put meat in front of anything.
Meatheads instead of hammerhead.
Okay, yeah, these guys are kind of meatheads. Does that sound a little bit better?
I guess.
I had a coach that used to call us meatheads.
Soccer?
Yes.
Weird.
It was weird because it kind of sounds like a football thing.
And also because you guys were like children.
I
So none
guess
of you were
that's true.
that big.
Yeah, some of us were only 5'7".
We can talk about vegetables instead. What's everyone's favorite vegetable?
I really like rhubarb. I know it's not a vegetable, but it, you know, it's a plant, right?
Okay, but what's your favorite vegetable?
Okay, well, the wholesome potato is really nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. What is my favorite
that's
vegetable?
fine.
I
You
don't
can
think I've
have a
actually thought
favorite.
about it. What is your favorite's like what?
My favorite's Tindora.
Tindora.
Which is an ivy gourd.
Yes. Similar to bitter gourd. Similar to
Nah, I don't
okra,
like bitter
similar
gourd. They're
to
completely different. Look up ivy gourd and then look up bitter gourd. They look completely different.
Yeah, but if I looked up like squash and pumpkin, I'd be like, well, they're different, but it's
Well,
like they're
exactly.
still part of the same like family.
Gourd family.
Yeah, exactly. So there's something going on there. They would hang out. If it was a school, they would hang out with each other.
Would they?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
don't know. I think bitter gourd's just a little too bitter for little ivy gourd. I can make a whole comic about these different vegetables interacting, and it's gonna be way better than VeggieTales.
I was gonna say, I was like, I think they already made it like a whole show. It was called VeggieTales. I don't know if you've heard of it. This guy's still up. There we go. All right, what did I accomplish? Is there still anyone to fight? Perform 50 aerial combos. Yeah, right. Okay.
Is this part of the story or is this just optional?
I don't know. It's hammer. It deals with hammerheads, so I imagine it's some of it's important.
Defeat Hammerhead's men.
I don't see where they're at. Do I just stand still?
Also,
and-
why is it always men?
I don't know. You're right. Why is it always men? We have like the one girl character.
Where are the women?
They're the good guys.
Hmm.
You know, you have Black Cat, and then you have
MJ.
and Sable.
Right, right.
Do I destroy this? No.
Someone is probably stuck.
Oh, okay. So that might be over here by the subway thing. All right. I'll just web blossom.
I should have recorded this.
Did that do anything? I don't see anybody else.
I'm not sure what that is, Rowlet.
I don't know what that is either. Keep Arthurring and look for red guy. Okay. This is only wave 5 of 6. I'm not even done. Where are you?
Where are you?
I'm so sorry. I cannot breathe. I cannot think tonight. I just need to punch your face. Aww.
Acorn cop shot
This
at
guy.
an acorn falling. Like,
No.
a cop was scared of an acorn that was falling and so used his gun to shoot.
I guess.
That sounds dumb.
Is this like a meme?
Or is this real news? Because it feels like it's dumb enough to be real news. So a cop arrested a guy, patted him down so he had no weapons, and an acorn hit his car and went dink. So the cop thought it was a gun, so he unloaded his gun into... What?
Whoa, so quick.
He said
What?
shots fired. It's real. That...
Oh
Dang.
my gosh. That sucks.
That's unfortunate.
Just no trigger. What's the word I'm looking for?
Were you trying to make a pun? Like no trigger?
No,
like a
no,
gun
I
thing?
was not trying to make a
Oh,
pun.
okay.
It was no trigger discipline. Okay, are we just gonna have to leave?
The guy was unarmed in a cop car in cuffs, so that's horrible.
I feel like we get more and more stories like this.
I kind of like yeah, I don't know. There was actually like 2 states that are trying to pass a bill, I believe, for like permitless gun carry laws or whatever. It's unfortunate.
Just like someone would carry a pen.
No big deal, right?
No big deal. Not like you can't, you know, make decisions that you can never take back. Oh no, nothing.
And no worries, Umaku. I hope you're doing all right. I'm sorry you're having such a rough night.
Likewise.
Remember, tomorrow's a new day. Hopefully it gets better. The cop and sheriff immediately resigned, though. I think they were forced to resign, but yeah.
Perhaps it was time.
Can you go higher up?
Yeah, I can try. I can do that. Okay, and then we can go even higher up here. And then even higher still.
Is that thing to the right blinking? Oh, no.
Like, I can interact with it. I literally don't see, like, a red outline of anybody. Is there, like, a power I can switch out that'll help with this?
They will resign and get a job with a wall. Dang. You think it's soft locked? Is what Kirby thinks.
I guess so.
Maybe this is optional.
How do I leave?
Go outside?
Restart lacks checkpoint? Maybe I can just go outside? Nope. Map offline. Okay. So, this is dumb. And I think I just need to get out of here.
Almost as dumb as all of the bad stories about cops, and all they get is a slap on the wrist. It's unfortunate. It's not the way things should be going down.
Yep. Agreed.
They are not above the law.
No, and it's time to stop pretending that they are.
The entrance to his hideout.
Okay, we actually have an objective now. See, I just needed to screw around until something happened.
Where are you going?
I gotta go meet Sable at the docks.
Alright, let's go. To the docks.
Oh, video game's back.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on with
Better
that.
than crashing, though.
Yeah.
Waiting for me to call her back.
Is it weird if I say that I'm really looking forward to Crash Bandicoot?
Is that what you think will be next?
I don't know if it's going to be next, but clearly there was support for it.
There was. I mean, this and Crash were tied like neck and neck, and like I don't know. I'm not sure what we're gonna play next yet.
She hates me.
No, we'll need to plan things out because there's other things coming up on the
Logic
horizon.
takes the fun out of everything.
Okay, I can just jump on this. There we go.
Let's get to work.
Where are we going?
Similar to that headline there, Rowlett. We have plenty that we could share, but it's like, ugh. There's just so much going on. It's hard to sometimes digest all of it and even talk about all of it. But that's why it's really, really important to make your voice heard and to vote. So if you haven't registered already and you're eligible to in the United States, please do. Also, make your voice heard. It's election year after all.
Yeah, and even outside of election year. Still important to keep up with that.
And your local elections, because that happens every year.
Mm-hmm. What do we have here?
I have acquired the Class 5 laser array.
Okay.
It's a Class 5 laser array.
Wow, okay, thanks so much. A Class 5 laser array? Can you believe it?
Yeah, a Class 5 laser array.
The Razor is Class 5?
It's a razor of the highest degree for that clean shave.
Can I get it in an array?
Yes, you can, and it even comes in pink with a pink tax.
Do you think that still exists?
Whoa.
Yes.
Nice laser.
This is why I buy men's razors.
I meant for gaming equipment. I don't know why. We were just talking about razors for some reason.
I was saying with pink tax. The shave, the razor, laser array.
When I think pink tax, I always think of things that are
Plus
pink,
the men's
but it's so much
razors are
more
better.
than that. They definitely go really hard with like all of the features and cool stuff that you can do with this razor.
And all the girls' ones are like, is pink.
Is pink. Isn't that feminine? Ha ha ha. Waterfalls. Women deserve better.
And soften it so I can knock him unconscious.
Okay, one of these again.
How do you know it won't melt his brain?
When the wolf attacks the sheep.
Like so, and then I'm so close.
Shepard,
there we go.
Just remember my no killing rule, okay?
I think you have to be at least 35 to be a president.
Correct. Yeah. It would be nice to have a younger president, but I feel like that ship has sailed already for this election. So, you know, choose the best option.
Maybe next time. The hard thing is I think that if you're only 35, like it.
You're not gonna be taken as seriously because of lack of experience.
Yeah. So like, regardless of the law, like it's about public perception.
And also think about the fact that there were younger candidates this year that didn't make it.
Done.
That's true.
For like the main party nominations.
Now we must test the targeting and power levels.
Cool. Wait, this doesn't involve shooting me, does it?
Not yet.
Youngest was 42.
Who was that?
Herbert Hoover. I have no idea. I have no idea.
I know John F. Kennedy was pretty young. Was it him?
How old was Teddy Roosevelt?
U.S. presidents is something that I'm not actually that great trivia-wise as.
No, I feel like I had an entire college course only about U.S. presidents. And
I never did. It's a category that I usually struggle with in trivia.
Yeah. Like, I think Andrew Jackson is the 5th because he's on the $5 bill. Is that correct?
That's not how it works, Doza.
No?
George Washington's on 1, and he technically was the first.
Benjamin Franklin's not even a president. How did he get on the $100 bill? What
there
is
hasn't
this?
even been a 100
I bet
presidents.
it's some kind of conspiracy.
That's
We need to
crazy.
contact Nicolas Cage. I mean, yeah, that's his name.
National treasure.
We need another national treasure. I'm sure he needs more money.
Can we do one more, please?
We saw the show.
Yeah, well,
There was a
we're
show.
all children on the inside.
There was a, but it wasn't with him.
No.
Disney did it, I think last year maybe, or 2 years ago. It was I don't think they're creating any more seasons of it.
Probably
It was pretty
not.
cool though.
I liked it. It was like Uncharted.
Yeah,
so it was
it
fun.
did feel that way. And we are still streaming Mythic. We're on the last part of the DLC, so we're trying to see if we can close it out.
Oh yeah. The stakes are getting pretty high. Everything's so futuristic.
We were kind of like stuck for a little bit there.
I'm going in.
There's a $1,000 bill? Was that
There
discontinued?
is. I mean, it was only a few that were printed, right?
Oh no, Hammerhead's here.
You two teaming up now? Cute. But it ain't gonna do no good.
I know James Madison was on one, but I don't think that was 1,000. I think that was the 5,000.
Oh jeez.
I don't know who the 1,000 is. See, Kirby, do you know? Tell me. Teach me.
Oh, how could this guy ever beat me in like a mashing contest? There's no way.
$2 bill supremacy.
He's quick. I gotta be quicker.
He can't hit me. Does he have lackeys? Certainly so. Yes, there they are. Ouch. Oh my god. Oh no. I'm so glad I got that perfect dodge. Okay. No. Oh, he's got a cannon on that arm. Nope. Nope.
It's
Nope.
funny how like
Nope.
Spider-Man's web
Nope.
is so like strong in these games and like in the whole concept of Spider-Man, but then like typically when there's like a spider web, you can just like brush it away with a broom.
Well, just think about the size of it. But yes. Imagine if they had a superhero made of broom.
Well, like I mean, like when you clean it up.
Hmm.
Alexander Hamilton was on the 1,000, and then they changed it.
Really?
Hmm.
I'm more interested in coins.
I wonder if you could just go to your local bank and be like, I would like a $1,000 bill, please. Like, I want to take it out of my account, and like, I would like it in the form of one crisp $1,000 bill.
Wouldn't that be something? They would probably be like, this is a Wendy's. we don't serve those here.
Spider-Man's webs aren't really webs; they're a fluid that Peter made.
Yeah, Nush.
Okay, Doza.
Sorry, it was there. It was
So
easy.
targeted.
Well, I forgot too.
He does have a headache. We can all see it.
You know what I respect? A guy who knows when to quit.
Oh no, he didn't use that from the beginning. Why not?
The laser array 5.
Right, that could help. How did you
How
miss?
did you miss? You had one job.
Next one hits.
Unless she's secretly on his side.
Right? Oh no, I missed. Oh jeez. I'm really struggling with my buttons. Whoa.
But like the
No, I dodged
fluid or
that.
the web or whatever, it's basically like silly string. It looks like it, but for some reason it works.
It is like silly string.
Especially when you did that like web blossom thing.
Oh,
You're
true.
just like blasting it everywhere.
He's really trying to
Silly
get
string
me.
is fun, but then like sometimes it's hard to like clean up.
Yeah, and kids just love shooting it in each other's eyes. It's kind of crazy.
The webs in Amazing Spider-Man are webs. So it's not always the fluid thing.
Yeah, some of them make it. Like Tobey Maguire, he makes his own, like
Yo,
from his
so
wrists.
William out here with Spider-Man's webbing is a custom fluid consisting of
I'll take what's behind
a
door
type of
number
acid, choline, methanol, carbon stuff,
Ouch.
potassium carbonate. That's. Did you just have that in your repertoire, William? Because that's impressive.
Why won't I use my web blossom? That's so dumb. I was just desperately trying to use web blossom and it just wasn't coming out.
Do you think Spider-Man's webs would work in real life, Blue? I don't think so.
I like to think so.
I mean, sure, you like to think so, but would it actually? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's Spider-Man. He can do it. Oh my god. Damn, I really don't want to get hit by that. There we go.
Getting a bit toasty.
A little bit. Oh my gosh. There's such a tiny like window for the Spidey sense. This guy just moves so freaking fast. I have to look at his animation more than relying on the little prompt.
Your web blossom's ready, but you probably don't want to use it on one guy.
No, not really. Good on you, Nush. Good on you.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. In addition, I love you.
Love you too, babe.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
What? How did I get hit? Okay, we need to throw another one of these over at him. That did not work. We have another try. There we go. Whoa, that was gonna kill me. Oh, now it comes out.
What doesn't kill
Okay.
you makes you stronger.
Live a little longer. I was getting there. Oh my gosh, he's fighting back. Why is he fighting back? That's never happened before.
Hold him. What about the laser?
Wait, why is she jumping out?
Oh, she's gonna crash land it? Wee?
That was that.
That's definitely done.
Nope. It didn't hit him in the head. It hit him in the tummy. Which there's not any there, so basically missed.
What if the head like decapitates and then he has to find another like vessel?
Do you think he pops out and he's got little spider legs that he crawls around?
That reminds me of the little thing from Sid in Toy Story that Sid created.
Oh yeah.
The head.
Yeah.
That's probably exactly what Hammerhead.
Doll
Look! He's still somehow made it out of all of that.
What?
Oh, never mind. He's
Who shocked
fallen.
him? Ah, the thumbs up from Terminator.
He's
Hilarious.
hit the ground and sparks are flying. I think it's over, gamers.
Just need to put an announcer reverberation on you.
You have dinner plans, bro.
What?
I must return to Simcaria.
No, Riz.
You have a war to fight.
That's where MJ is going.
To the pizza place?
What I have to in
No,
order to help my
to
people.
Simulacrum or whatever.
I know.
Smakria.
Yeah.
What heroes do.
I am no hero. But you have taught me a few
I'm just
things.
a guy that loves
Oh, yeah?
adventure.
Like what?
Anybody?
Like how to disarm my enemies with bad jokes.
Actually, they're good jokes, but I understand humor can be subjective.
Thank you, Spider-Man. For everything.
You're welcome. Well, I guess we did it.
Of course.
That is unfortunate.
That's probably my favorite Spider-Man moment.
Hey, can I get a lift back to the city? I'd swim, but it'd take forever to get the river smell out of my suit.
Do you think he got it? Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah. See, you can swing on planes.
I'm sorry,
and other
Noosh.
aerial
It
things.
doesn't exist. Can't happen.
He just did it.
And then there was the whole movie with him versus the Vulture. Remember when he was like MJ's dad?
In memory of Stanley, who inspired us all to be greater.
Excelsior!
Look, he's
That's
here.
great. Right, yeah.
We said that earlier.
I did read that part, yeah.
We did it!
Nice.
We completed the DLC of Spider-Man, the city that never sleeps.
Oh, this theme hits hard. It's so good. Okay, so
Did you enjoy it, Doza?
I had fun. I didn't really care for the bad guy.
Yeah, Hammerhead kind of was flat, like a flathead
Like
screwdriver.
if you compare Hammerhead to yeah, exactly. If you compare Hammerhead to like Doc Ock, like obviously you had way more time with Doc Ock because like it was more about his story to like becoming evil or whatever. And plus I also have a lot of nostalgic tie-ins with, especially with the Tobey Maguire movies.
Right, yeah.
And Hammerhead, like, I kind of feel like it. I guess like it's fine. They souped him up with like futuristic tech. But at the end of the day, he's still just a guy with a mouth and like a metal plated forehead. Like there's so many bad guys.
Yeah.
That they could have pulled from. So like I'm wondering what made it like 3-part season pass DLC. Why Hammerhead in particular?
His memory will live on, William.
Absolutely. Forever. This is kind of a forever thing.
Hey, is that Miles?
Yeah.
I think the web shooters are a little tight.
Get used to it. Just try to keep up.
What's he gonna do?
I don't know. Do you think there's gonna be a sequel?
I think so. I've heard it's already out. Oh no, he fell!
I heard the DLC is out. He'll be fine. There was no fall damage. Yeah, 1 + 1 = 1 in a bun.
Congratulations, you just finished the Silver Lining story. This concludes the City That Never Sleeps saga. Great job, hero. Doza, you are my hero.
Hammerhead's finished.
Thank you. You're my hero too. Heroine.
A spider's work is never done.
We did it. What suit did we unlock? What's this? Damn it!
Alright.
This better be in the next one. I'm gonna be so sad if this isn't in the next one, because this is easily... Stop it. Stop it.
Well, I just want to see it from the front. Let us take a good look at you, mister.
I turn on photo mode and he still ignores me. Whatever.
Well, thank you guys so much. Again, shout out to the YouTube members who chose this in their exclusive poll for being our next game to complete. Technically, this won't count as a new game being completed, but it was a DLC to a game that we have finished on the channel, so that's exciting.
Well, the most important thing is fun, right?
Yes, which we had. Yes? Yeah?
Yes.
I mean, yesterday was kind of still like, but you know, with the whole like crashing of the game, I'm glad we were able to figure it out. Good job on you, Doza, for doing needful today.
Oh, I'm really glad it worked out too, because I was scared.
Yes.
I was nervous.
We don't know what we're going to be playing next week yet. It might be the second place winner of that poll, or it might be something else. We'll see how the weekend goes, and hopefully we'll have something scheduled by Monday.
Yeah, so keep an eye out for that, because whatever it is, it's going to be fun.
That's what we like to have around here. Fun.
Fun. Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to pay for that.
But we hope you guys have a lovely weekend ahead, and take care.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.